All right, so we're back for another Hunter session. This one is the last of the current bounties that are on the board. As I explained to character before, there is a handout called the Bounty Board. I'll just splash it up on the screen so you guys can see it. And the only bounty that is open right now is called the Young Purple Worm. It says several days ago, something attacked within the mine south of 2 stars. Survivors describe something akin to a young purple worm that attacked several miners and then burrowed back into the murky and muddy earth below. It swallowed its first victim whole. A few hours later, the foreman ventured back inside to see what happened. It attacked him from below and bit him in half. Nobody has gone near the cavern entrance since then. The mining company has contacted the No Mercy Guild for help. They are now offering 1,000 gold pieces in gems to anyone who can rid the cavern of whatever it is that it's attacking and killing the miners. So that's the bounty that all your characters pretty much read about, applied for, and Urbo, called the Major Domo of the local No Mercy Guild in Fent, has called you guys to his abode to kind of give you a briefing and to see if there's any other information you guys might need that he might know before we set you guys off to do your thing. But before we do that, we have a few new characters tonight. So let's give them a chance to kind of introduce their characters, if you would. You can either do it in character, or you can just share with us what you want to share. So let's start off with Granny first.
So you guys know Neo, right?
I don't recall.
You don't. Okay, so we'll make sure that we do. I'm going to do Neo first because because Granny Vito has a little bit of play off that.
Yep.
So Neo, full name Naomi, but known as Neo, is a halfling artificer. No reason to keep that secret. Youngest child of a minor baron whose land sort of fell on hard times. Eldest brother inherited the title. She realized that she was going to get sweet dick all, so she sort of left to find herself. She's done a bunch of things on the road. She was a highwayman for a short period of time, but it kind of left a bad taste in her mouth. She didn't really like that work. She's always been sort of a tinkerer, so she headed north from where she was to Telflam, spent some time there, and then she headed up towards Build-A-Barris because there's a lot of artificers there. And so she working for money and then paying the gnomes of Build-A-Barris to further her artificer history.
Mucklestones.
Mucklestone, sorry.
Yep.
And then she sort of bid her farewell to that guild and then headed towards Fent at that point to be closer to some sellswords and sort of build some money up that way. So that's sort of where she is right now. Like I say, halfling artificer. She has a steel guardian, a companion that goes with her that is a made out of steel, but it's a ferret. Relatively large ferret, big enough for her to ride on. And she does have a lance that she uses sometimes while running people down on her ferret.
And if I can add, Nail's built up somewhat of a name of herself just based on recent exploits of ridding a once dwarven forge of its ne'er-do-well inhabitants as well.
So she's a full member of No Mercy right now and working on sort of the Acquisitions Incorporated, sort of figuring out where she fits in the positions from a positions perspective in that guild. I'm leaning towards documents or maybe, but decisionist could be cool too. Next we've got Granny Vito. Now, Granny Vito, her actual name is Vitrine. So Vitrine was a model student. She's very smart and always very well organized and clean. She met her partner at a university party, as most of us do, and she knew immediately that Waldron was a kindred spirit, both in the same program. They shared some classes, but had never really spoken before. She graduated. Walden decided to carry on his education. Got a an advanced degree and then a job as a professor working at the Royal Requiem, which is a school in Telflem, magic and trades. And so doing cartography, which is also what she loved. So she started working for, got some part-time work with a local mapping group to keep busy while Waldron was at school. And then she would also help him in her off time, in sort of in the evenings with proofing research papers and assignments with the students and such. And it's stuff that she loved doing. They led a pretty moderately wealthy lifestyle. And she had a lot of time for reading. They had a pretty good library, not to mention the fact that the library at the Royal Requiem was fantastic. So her professor husband would continue, and her as an alumni would be able to get books out of there as well. And she really started to realize that Mechanus, the plane of Mechanus, was sort of what she loved. While she doesn't worship Primus, she definitely sort of understands the ideas and likes that part of it. And then she had some underlying powers when she started learning about Mechanus, and that's where she started to get this her sorcerer ability. Over time, they had some children, became responsible adults. Those children then had children of their own. And then Granny Vito loved her grandchildren, but the jobs of her children sort of took them away, and they moved to the Sword Coast. So she's kind of bored now, and being bored and having no ties because Waldron has passed away, she decided to re-enter the workforce at 60 years old, and she is now working as a cartographer in the No Mercy Guild. She was the oldest intern in the No Mercy Guild's history, valued member of that guild. Now, one of the things that sort of ties her in a little bit is that while her and her husband were at one of the various university galas, they became good friends with the Sirecloaks, a halfling baron and baroness in the area. Vito became very close with the Sirecloak children, including Neo. After Neo decided to make her own way, the Baron heard some worrying news about her, specifically that she was sort of working as a highwayman. Concerned for his daughter's safety and knowing that Granny Vito was leaving to go towards Fent for work, asked her to keep an eye on Neo. So unbeknownst to Neo, Granny Vito did just that, and they've worked together at the guild ever since. So they know each other.
Nice. And Neo doesn't know Granny Vito.
Neo doesn't know that's why she's there, but is happy to see Granny Vito there.
Now, if Beaver knew Neo was like all about some like upper class stuff, he might have tried to get with her a little bit.
He was. It's been in her story since the beginning.
Okay.
So she is, like I say, she's 60 years old. She wears a frumpy skirt. She wears tights. She wears sensible black Mary Jane shoes. She wears a leather jacket, and she's got a scarf that goes around her neck that also acts as a hood. So she's a very frumpy grandma type.
Okay. And meta knowledge wise, do you want to share like her actual class, or did everyone else already figure that out?
Yeah, so she's a sorcerer, clockwork soul sorcerer.
Nice.
From Tasha's book. So not necessarily the strongest of the sorcerers, but pretty good in low levels. So I think we'll have a little bit of fun with her. Every time she casts a sorcerer spell, you can see gears appear where the pupils of her eyes were.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Dude, I've never seen one of those, so that'll be kind of cool.
Okay. Anything else, Rob?
Nope, I think that's good.
Okay. So Rain, why don't you go next with your two characters?
Sure. So Beaver, he was born in a no-name town in the Great Dale, right? Stretch of wilderness between two forests, Dunwood and Lether. He was known from the beginning as Ticklebottom. He didn't like that name, so he became a carpenter, and they soon called him Beaver because he was so good at like building shit. So he made his way up to south of Bildo Barris there in Boonvale, and has since kind of found some acclaim. You know, he came back from being successful in the Forge of Fury, and he's been living it up for the last few weeks, just drinking with the dwarves there and recanting stories about how he grappled a dragon, and everyone's like, bullshit, you little halfling, you know, but his teammates know the truth. He's a fighter, and he is a halfling, but he has like a kind of like some almost giant ancestry. He has something about him that he hasn't really talked to anybody about, but he can turn large. I mean, bigger, twice the size of a normal halfling, or 4 times the size of a halfling, and that's kind of his special gift. So he's coming with us on this adventure. The other character, Conch, he's from a completely separate area. Conch comes from what was that? The Sea of Fallen Stars.
Yep.
Yep. And there's a little underwater realm of sea elves down there, and they have their own version of a city and their own little culture and stuff set up. And Conch, he was really kind of pushed into being a wizard. He's really, really skilled. He thought like he'd make a good archer, but like under the water, it's not really like the best thing. His parents really pushed him into becoming a wizard. He's dumb as shit when he joins the school. He's mocked. He's told that he's the stupidest wizard that would ever apply here. Can't believe that he even got in the school.
I love this part of the story.
People pick on him. I mean, everyone is like just bad mouthing him, and he actually what Conch lacks in intelligence, he really makes up for in determination. And don't get me wrong, like this guy's a prick. You'll hear him talk. You can tell by the sound of his voice that he is just a prick. And I think that maybe that's because he was hardened by all of the abuse that he suffered as a kid down there and growing up. But anyways, he is, looking at these most recent kind of traits from that book that we were looking at, the obviator, right? He's a planner. He's a tactician. And even though he wasn't that intelligent at the time, he did uncover a correlation between his number one bully, his nemesis, Smeckle, and the fact that this guy was smart because he had this headband of intellect on, which Conch later found out. But so Conch planned, and he used his high dexterity. He hid. He made himself at the precise time to snatch this headband off this guy's head and then escape. And since he did that, he's come up out of the water. He's ended up kind of near the town of Fent, and he decided that with his kind of obscure background and heritage as a sea elf, he got into like dueling with swords and became more or less a gladiator at local rings. And he's very pompous, and he's a dick. And that's him. He's a wizard. He's a blade singer, out sea elf.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Rand? You good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. So last but not least, Kev, I don't know if you got much of a backstory for Teddy yet, but go ahead and describe whatever you want or can.
Okay. So Teddy, appearance-wise, is about 6 feet tall, and he's got this very patchy-looking beard, and it looks like he's kind of tried to like rub soot on his face to fill it in and make it look more robust. And he kind of wears a bit of a visor on his helmet to like obstruct his face a little. But he's a paladin, and speaking as Teddy, just give me a second here. I gotta calibrate a little. Well, you see, I was born in adverse circumstance, but now standing in front of you
No,
is,
you are no cousin of Victor's.
is a fully adult half-orc paladin, worshipper of the best god out there, Tyr. He is number one, and I'm not just saying that because he brought me in when I was on the street, like many years ago, at least over 30 years ago, probably into the temple where I was looked after and taught the great things about serving justice and helping those in need. And I want you to know that if any of you talk smart, I'm going to fudge you up, and that's for sure. I'm totally an adult.
I had a hard. I don't know what will get me fudged up. You repeat that part that gets me fudged up.
We'll fudge you up.
No, why will you fudge me up?
If you try talking smart, disrespecting old people like Vertine, or, doing other things like that, all the bad stuff, I will fudge you up. I'm not fudging kidding.
I'm trying to figure out if it's his voice cracking or it's the microphone that's cutting out as he's talking, but it's hilarious.
It's a combination of the two. I'm like having, yeah.
Right.
Oh, aren't you just a little darling?
Little darling, I'm a large adult orc man.
Thank you for looking out for Granny Vito.
Yeah, because you probably need help crossing the street, and you probably have, like, grandchildren you have to come home to.
No.
And they shouldn't be like me and not have a family. I just have Tyr.
Kev,
Yeah.
that was so awesome. I'm giving you 2 inspiration cards for that.
Thank you.
I really wanted his. You were supposed to be a descendant of Victor, and then try your Scottish Rushish.
I think I don't think I could do a disservice to either. Either accent, that is. I don't think that's a fusion that really gets much play. So I don't want to set a standard here.
Okay, so introductions are out of the way.
And sorry, I should add, Teddy's armor looks like, if you look at him, it looks like it's a size slightly too big, kind of like when a kid gets his dad's suit and wears it. Like, the sleeves are a little bit long, the top's a little bit, like, big on it. It still works and it's still functional, but it's, like, not, like, tailor-made.
Is
It's
he
like,
small? Is for a half orc? What's?
I mean, he's 6 feet tall. He's, like, I'm just, I'm just waiting for that mid-30s growth spurt, guys. It's coming. Gotta fill out a bit. I'm on an adventure to bulk up, to fill out this armor like a real hero. That's what Tyr would do.
Dude, I am totally picturing him as that little guy from I Love You Man. Do you remember the little, when he's trying to make friends and he finds the little weightlifter friend and he's like totally jacked on steroids and his voice is really high pitched?
I just have Chris Farley and his fat guy in a little coat skit right now because his shirt's too small for him. Well, he's not fat. Teddy's not fat. He's probably buff, right?
No, he's smaller than the.
He's kind of like scraggly right now.
Okay.
Maybe as things go on, he'll beef up a bit. Yeah, fill out.
Okay.
But probably because he didn't eat a lot as a kid or something. Still affecting him. What he says is 30 years later.
Does that have anything to do with why his voice sounds the way it does as well?
Could be.
All right. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing role playing. I want to get right to the action because I think that's what you guys like Monster Hunter so much. But just quickly bring you guys into the No Mercy Guild local house here. Yes?
I feel like it's very important that we switch over to the Monster Hunter chat and quickly listen to the YouTube video that I just posted.
What? Switch
Shut up.
Okay, I'll play it.
Push it out. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got.
Is this on repeat over and over again?
Yeah. Don't. It was a 3-second thing. It's not a like a long-term distraction.
Okay. So are you saying
that's the guy?
That's Teddy?
Well, no, that's what the voice reminds me of. I love it. Like I love that guy.
Okay. All right. So you guys meet in Urbo's office. You see on the screen here, this is what his office kind of looks like. Urbo's the little gnome guy. He's got Triss in the back corner, just kind of picking out muck from underneath her fingernails with a dagger. She doesn't say much, just kind of looks at you guys. So is there any questions you guys have for Urbo to kind of clarify based on what you read on the bounty board?
Do we have anybody that's seen this thing? And is there a description other than the fact that it was a purple and that it was worm?
Urbo just kind of puts his fingers up to his head and scratches a little bit. Says, "Do you not read? The bounty board said what it was. I don't know anything else. I haven't seen it. I haven't been there."
Nail looks at him and says, "Listen, you sent us for drakes, and it turned out to be a hydra. Very different. So maybe we need a little bit more information because the descriptions you're getting are not matching what we're fighting."
So hold on a minute. Let me go shuffles through the table over, finds a piece of paper and pulls it out. "Let me read to you again. Okay, here goes. Several days ago, something attacked within mine of Sathaq 2 stars. Survivors describe something akin to a young purple worm. See? I did not see it, that's what they say. And attacked. Several miners dead. Foreman dead. Ate one of them whole, chopped one in half. 1,000 gold to kill it."
Something akin, you say? So something akin like could just be worm, not necessarily purple?
Do you think miners seen purple worm before? I don't know this.
I'm just wondering why they'd specify purple if they didn't even see purple.
There was several that survived. Well, let me count. He reads again. One man survived. He said it was purple worm. Why you question? Purple worm. Of course it's purple worm. Why would he lie?
The miner was obviously in shock. This does not add up.
You want job or not? I find someone else. I thought you'd be good for job.
You don't have another job, so we got to take this one.
Fine, then take job. Any more questions I can answer or not answer?
Where are all your cookies, Cookie Monster?
Don't you wish you knew?
I'm num 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 num. I'm num 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 num.
I saved, and he kind of looks over at Triss. I saved cookies for Triss. Only Triss gets my cookies.
Oh,
She just kind of shakes her head.
Granny Vito really likes the cookies. Yeah, we like the cookies. I made the cookies. I brought everybody cookies. Here, have some cookies.
That's why I thought you'd be good for a job. Bring me cookies. I wasn't going for Cookie Monster, but now I'm gonna stick with it.
It's total Cookie Monster. It's actually Kevin from The Office doing Cookie Monster. Actually, is what it is.
Granny, give me cookie.
Cookie.
Give me cookie. Triss, get cookie from Granny.
Oh yeah. Here's a whole plate of cookies for you, and I will make some more tomorrow after we get back.
Okay, these are my cookies. Anybody else have questions?
Oh no, those are your cookies. I gave them all to you. Here, these are your cookies, Urbo. We will talk to you later.
Okay.
Do you have a map of the mine?
To have a what? I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
Do you have a map of the mine?
Of the mine?
Yeah.
He goes through the same paperwork. Let me read it again. Several days ago, something attacked within a mine south of 2 stars. Survivors described something like purple worm.
We don't even need a map. And I just grab the paper from his hand and get ready to go. We're big and strong. We don't need to be talked to like kids, okay?
This is a
And
go.
stomp off.
All right, we got it. We're heading over there. 2 stars.
Once you get there, just ask for miners. They show you a way to get in there.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a map.
Asking for kids. I don't want to know about kids, okay?
Nope. Okay, old
You got
man.
a chip on your shoulder there, Orc Boy.
All right, you leave now. Me eat cookies. Nom 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 nom. Thank you for the inspiration on Urbo. I like it.
Teddy's already out the door.
All right, so like last time, I think you guys all still have money left over, whatever. So if there's any other kind of things you want to buy within town of common stuff, no, you're not going to find magic loot to buy. You're not going to be able to buy a +1 sword or a staff of cure wounds, but typical PHB type of equipment.
No, I found a staff of power in one of the stores locally.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Super cheap.
Yeah, it's not cursed at all, I bet.
No. He promised. He showed me.
Staff of special powers. You're like, wait a minute. I thought just staff of power. No, special power.
Yeah. I don't want that one.
Hi, everybody.
It's
You're like, what's wrong with him? He's like, he's got the staff of special
powers.
Oh, he had a lisp when he's talking. It's a staff of purr.
Oh,
you purr like a kitten when you call upon its power. It was once owned by.
All right, let's do this.
Yep, let's go.
All right, so south of 2 stars. You guys travel for several days. Like I said before, the No Mercy Guild supplies you guys with a cart and a horse to haul your crew wherever you're going to, and if you got to bring anything back, you can bring it back as well. This time, all they're asking for is 1,000 gold. Anyone who can rid the cavern of whatever's attacking it. So you don't have to bring things back alive. Not that you did it last time, but that's not an option. Just take care of it, bring proof of it, and you'll get your reward. Okay?
All right.
Like before, you guys show up at this mine. There's a couple guys there just kind of guarding the front of it to keep people from wandering into a dangerous place. They'll kind of give you they already have a map prepared. How about this? They have one already drawn up, expecting someone to eventually come once they put the word out to No Mercy Guild. And they show you guys the particular location of the new shaft or the section of the mine that they found. It was something they found only a couple weeks ago. It was very rich in sapphire and diamonds in this new place. They will tell you that this section of the mine was partially flooded when they found it. Most of the workers here are orcs, since it's south of 2 stars. Matter of fact, I think the 2 guys you're talking to at the gate will even be orcs or half orcs. But they'll tell you that this one particular section where the purple worm is, they had built up a center section of the cavern as like a work table / break area that's above the water, but the rest of the area is kind of submerged, and they built up a couple spots along the walls as well where they were excavating the sapphires and diamonds out as well. But just be prepared that part of it is submerged. Look at the size of all, with the exception of maybe Neo and Beaver. It probably won't be over anybody's waist as far as the deep spots, but it's been close to 10 days since anyone's been down there.
Nails in the air, just so that you know, Brian.
Oh, okay, yep. I forgot about that in the first session, so make sure I don't forget that moving forward.
Yeah, I had to write that down so I didn't forget it.
Okay, what about Spackle? Can Spackle ride the broom with you, or how does that work?
Well, no, they're boots of flying. So no.
Okay, all right. So Spackle will probably be mostly underwater as well.
Yeah, but Spackle's got a built-in snorkel.
Okay. All right. So, any other questions you guys have for the mine keepers, or whatever you want to call them?
So we're wading through like waist deep water essentially, or
yeah. The last section of the mine when you guys are going through, you're like waist deep water before you come to the new cavern that they've opened up.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? If not, then here's what I want. I want you guys to take your tokens, and if I remember right, the map goes from bottom up. So if you would, just kind of give yourself a general marching order right here, then I'll grab your tokens, and I'll move them to the new map. I'll move Triss out of the way.
Oh, there we go.
Are you leading the way, Teddy, or are you at the back of the line?
Sorry.
Teddy be in front.
That was the front.
Line up.
Teddy is at the front of the line.
And so that's the front where
Yes.
Teddy is at the top? Okay.
Correct.
All right. I would assume that. Oh.
Where do you want to go, Rand? Second?
I would be thinking that like if we were doing some kind of like flying V formation, it would be like this with maybe Spackle in front of Neo and Granny behind Neo. But You know what I mean?
Well, why don't we
Spackle-
do something like that with Spackle right between you guys?
That's what I'm saying. Put Spackle
Okay.
in the middle between
Perfect.
all three of us. And here, I'll move over a little bit.
I may
And
not be
then,
able to go that wide. Let me check the map real quick. I'll
No,
answer
I
that
was
for you.
thinking, and then Rob, move Spackle up between us, move Neo down behind, and move Granny behind Neo, probably.
I don't know that Granny wants to be at the end. I think that
Oh,
Neo,
okay.
in that case, Neo would be at the end, sort of
Got it.
flying slightly above the surface, but Granny wouldn't want to be at the end.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? That way Spackle can really affect all of them. So in rooms that we
Oh, I
have
see what
15
you're saying,
feet,
yeah.
in rooms that we have 15 feet of movement, Brian, I think this would be our formation. If we don't have 15 feet of movement,
I can
or
make that
15
work.
feet wide,
We call this one the flying cross.
yeah, or this is just a fuck you arrow.
Wow. Bless us, Father, for we have sinned.
This is the enema arrow.
All right, so this is
Enema
what we're
arrow.
going with, right?
Knows. Tyr's listening. He hears
Tyr-
this.
Tyr likes that.
He does not. You stop it.
Oh, your tear talk is bringing me to tears.
Spackle just nudges up against Teddy's leg and gives him a big wet metal lick.
I don't know what that was, but you seem cool.
Spackle's friendly. Neo yells out. Spackle will help you. You will see, Kevin, that Spackle. There's a reason that Spackle is as close to you as he
Brian,
is.
who's this chick over here?
That's Triss, the hired fighter.
Oh,
Urbo's
and
bodyguard.
All right,
Yeah, she's the quiet one.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
that's
that-
Triss.
that's a good picture.
Didn't mean to get you aroused, Rand.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Rand's out.
She talks like this, if that helps.
Okay, done. Fantasy over. Go ahead, proceed.
Okay, so let me do a little description, I think, first before we get in here, then I'll move you guys. Okay, as you guys are approaching, again, you guys are all in like waist deep water. You're approaching the final cavern. I think everything I'm seeing here is what he already told you. Yep, so let's just start off by bringing you guys over here. And I'll do a shift click once you're here. And everyone just needs to confirm that you can see everything.
I want to go towards wherever that party is.
Did the
There's
shift
a party
click work for you guys?
right here. Yeah, there's a party. There's a party happening right here. This is where I want to
Sorry,
go.
I'm
The party.
bro. I had to reload, so I can't see anything right now.
It could be your token is not set up correctly as well, but let me double check your token. Make sure you've got vision and night vision. Yep. Does everyone here have night vision? Granny probably doesn't, right?
Granny doesn't.
But Granny can still see? Or is it pitch
Yep.
black?
Nope, Granny can see.
Why is that? Did I set this up with
Well, I don't know if
lights
Granny
somewhere?
can see. Neo can see.
Ah.
Neo and Spackle can both see, so it doesn't matter if Granny can see or not.
It may matter. I'm pretty sure this is dark, so I guess that's a mechanic question. As you guys are walking through these caverns, there are no torches lit, so is there some artificial way that you guys want to cast light for Granny to see? Or what do you guys want to do there? Torch or cast light?
No, Granny will cast. Granny will cast light on her quarterstaff, on her staff. Yeah, on the staff that she's currently got. Oh, and speaking of staff, Neo, being friends with Granny, gave her the staff of the Adder.
Ah, look at you. All right, so refresh my memory. If you cast light on somebody, what's the radius on that?
I think I gotta look it up. I think it's 20.
I'm wanting to say it's the same as a torch, isn't it? Like 20 bright and 20 dim?
That's why I think it's 2020, but let me just double check. Yeah, it's 2020. 20 bright, 20 dim.
Okay, so if I set that up right, Granny should now be emitting light. Probably we will tell in this room, because I think the party token is probably shining light, I think.
Yep, she is.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, she is.
Okay, what are you doing moving forward? You cheater.
I was moving to a spot where my vision wouldn't
Now we're fine.
Where Neo's vision wouldn't be overlapped.
Okay. All right. So as you guys approach, this is the final cavern they told you about, with the central, I guess, island built up in the center. So you guys see what you see. So what do you guys want to do here?
Well, I think that we should probably move forward a little bit.
Yeah.
If this is truly a purple worm, would any of us know that purple worms have tremor sense, Brian?
I'm trying to think of what your backgrounds are. I don't think Conch would. There's no purple worms in the Sea of Fallen Stars. Tell you what, I have everyone, Granny go first, and she's the wisest or oldest of the group. Give me a history or nature check.
They are both equally as terrible. So that's Granny's.
Oh, that's pretty good. Granny, I think you read something about this in the library of the Royal Requiem, that these purple worms have a way to sense movement through the earth.
Okay. All right, so I pass that on to the group and let them know that we need to walk very carefully and very quietly, trying not to make too much noise, because I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty sure that these things can.
He's got a very manly, nasally voice.
Come on, dude.
I'm pretty sure that these things.
That's kind of a shorty, nasally voice.
I'm pretty sure that these things can sense, can feel our vibrations as we walk. So, yeah, so we got to be really careful about that. Otherwise, it's going to come up from the bottom.
And then Neo just smiles because she's in the air.
Should we step in the puddles of water? Would that help keep us quieter? Because it's like muddy.
No, I don't know. Yeah, you go right through the water as much as you want. No.
Okay.
No, muddiness is not going to help us here. So we have to just walk slow and careful make your footsteps slow and careful. And we probably don't want to be all bunched together, because this thing could come up from below and get us all.
Conch is going to walk on the wall, Brian.
With your slips?
Yeah, as long as they're not slippery. Is it slippery walls? What's the walls looking like, Brian?
Close to the water, it's like muddy and slippery. As you get higher up, it's more of like rock, hard surface.
Sweet. All right, he's going to try to get a little bit higher up on the wall.
Okay. The walls of where you are right now are probably about 20 foot tall. As you guys can see inside there, the cavern opens up quite a bit, to the point where you're guessing the walls may be as high as 30 or 40 feet.
Does anybody have anything that was going to cause a whole pile of vibrations that we can sort of throw down on that platform in front of us and lure it out to come and hit up, and then we'll know exactly where it is and we can punch the crap out of it?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Does anybody have a thundery kind of a spell that we could cast on that space? I mean, I could definitely do prestidigitation there. Does that do that?
Would Flaming Sphere suffice for something like that, Brian?
What are you trying to do?
Would it make flaming noise? You know what I mean? Would it rumble a little bit? I guess that's my question.
I imagine if you struck it into something, it would.
My Granny has Mage Hand. I could take a rock. I could Mage Hand over and take a rock and just bang it against a metal pot or something.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Teddy's gonna look to the ground and see if there's a stone at his feet.
Yeah,
you could not maybe at your feet because it's water there. But
Teddy, is this the first and only time you're ever gonna go on a mission? We're ever gonna allow you to accompany us on a mission.
You're gonna know. You're gonna feel things worse by the end of this.
So, Rand, the answer to that, Rand, is yes. We will not be going on another mission with him.
I got a meta question before you guys move further in. Teddy, just ping to the extent of your vision, just so I'm on the same page with you. Into the cavern. Okay. All right. So then, Teddy, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
I'm going to switch to color.
Very perceptive.
That might be good enough. Let me see.
Hey, Brian, I will point out that Beaver's got the 120-foot dude. I mean, he's all the way out to here.
I didn't even see where you pinged, so yeah, it's pretty damn far.
That's why I can see
yeah.
so far, is because I can see Beaver.
Oh, you
Oh,
see
I
the
can see
backside
through
of the
Beaver's
sheet?
eyes. Yeah, that's why I can see
All right,
so
let me go
far,
fix
because I
that
can
real
see
quick.
the whole friggin' thing.
All right,
Yeah.
1 second. Let me go fix that.
So I think that we could probably do the mage hand idea over there if Teddy doesn't want to do something a little more drastic.
Teddy was just gonna like find a baseball-sized stone and like throw it.
Okay, you want me to resolve your perception roll, or do you guys want to go without it?
No, please resolve it.
All right, so Teddy, you can see in this general area with your dark vision, you can see something
ping
kind
again?
of. Let me ping again.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see almost like you're not sure if it's bubbling water or something just kind of dripping on the water, but there's disturbance in the water in this little section right here.
Okay. I'll because I know I'm supposed to be quiet. I'll be like, guys, there is some troubling waters up ahead on our right. It looks like there's drips or there's bubbles. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's something there. Do you have like a stone I could throw at that? See what happens?
You know, that's kind of the Elmo of the Sesame Street voices that we got going on there. It's hard to be unhappy with Elmo. I'll tell you that right now.
He's pretty loud though.
No one's gonna answer my question.
Here's a stone. Please keep your mouth shut and don't talk as loud as you were.
Okay. Thank you. Even though what you said was incredibly mean and probably would hurt someone's feelings who is not a big, strong half orc. And I'm gonna throw that stone this way.
Okay, you can roll me another perception roll if you want. I'll let Beaver do it as well since he has such awesome dark vision.
He has good vision, not so great perception.
It's better than the minus one that Kev have. Oh no, wait, it's not.
Not this time.
So, say Teddy and Beaver, you hear the plunk of the stone as it hits the water, but you don't see anything.
Okay.
I didn't see anything.
That's because I think, much like Dune, it needs to be a repetitive noise.
Well,
We need to set up
Oh,
a
yeah.
thumper.
Can I have a few
You do need a
stones
thumper.
then?
I guess I hate to say this, but do you realize that this stone's all at your feet? Why do you keep asking me to hand you one?
Well, I asked somebody,
Please keep
but
your
they
voice
didn't respond.
down. Shh, keep your voice down.
Sorry. Okay.
Can't do that. He can't do that voice quietly. It's like Shorty. I cannot whisper Shorty's voice.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these rocks and I reach down and I grab a handful of rocks, and I start repeatedly throwing them to like a beat, like plop, plop.
To the beat of the Vanilla Ice song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dun, 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 dun.
You getting these
Plop.
rocks like from the sediment under the water? You like scraping it off the walls? What are you doing?
I assume that there's like some at my feet and like the entrance of the cave.
And your feet are in water. That's why I was asking.
Well, yeah, presumably. Like presumably I could feel pebbles.
Okay. Yep.
Or other larger like baseball sized stones if they are there.
Let's move out of this small area. Perhaps we should move forward.
I think we should.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to make
then
me a perception roll, Teddy, before you move in? With your new plop, 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 fizz, fizz thing?
yeah, sure. Same as the first. There we go.
Okay. You can see more swirling around where you dropped the pebbles in this general area here.
Guys, where I threw the pebbles, the water's getting even more excited. Sorry, The water's getting more excited. Where I threw the pebbles.
That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Should I take a couple steps forward to let you guys in?
Yes, please.
I will advance to here, Brian.
Okay. No more than 15 feet because it's difficult terrain going through water unless you're flying.
Okay, I'll just advance to there.
Okay.
And I whisper back, "Wow, this cave is really big."
All right. So just mechanically wise, describe what you guys are saying. Here's the little built-up island in
Holy
the center
crap.
where I'm pinging.
Yep.
And some of you may start seeing some of the little ledges on the side of here as well. I think I put on the map there, you can see that where it's like 20
Plus
feet up.
20.
Yep.
Yeah, and plus 10 over
And
here.
over here, it's roughly about 10 feet up.
Yep.
And everywhere you see blue is the
Plus
water.
10. All right. When you say waist deep, that's like Beaver's head, so he's just like swimming in his mariner's plate.
Okay.
And Neo's flying, so she's not as affected. But yeah, Beaver's probably swimming at this point.
Okay. And I guess Nao, since you moved it that close, you can see more of the swirling in the water right here without even a perception check. It's below
Okay.
the surface, but you don't
Alright.
see anything like dripping. It's something underneath the surface that's kind of rippling the water.
All right. So I'm gonna fly back over, and I'm gonna let Beaver and Teddy know because they're there, and I'm just gonna say, hey, you know what? There's something under the surface because I'm up above Brian. Like I could be. I'm more than 30 feet away from him on the hypotenuse. Like I was showing about 33 feet, but I'm high above the water.
Yep.
Looking down onto it. So what can I see without sort of the glare of being at water level?
I mean, like below the
Or
surface?
is the water murky and mucky? Yeah,
Yeah, the
because you know, like when you go fishing, right? Clear water, it's difficult to see to the bottom unless you're above it.
No, this is like dirty, nasty,
Okay.
murky water. You can't see below the surface.
Okay. So I'm gonna let them know that whatever it is, there's something under the surface. Do the bubbles look like they're coming up sort of with a rhythm, like they're just blurp blurp blurping, or does it look like random movements?
I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. So, kind of like when you see like oh yeah, that's a good one. Like in Jurassic movies, when like the big dinosaurs like kind of taking steps, how the water kind of shimmies and shakes like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's not throughout the water. It's just
It's in that spot.
this little spot where he was dropping all the pebbles in there.
Oh, it's this spot, Brian.
Yeah.
It was up
Okay.
here. And
It's
after he
moving
started
this
drop, fizz, whatever, it was moved to here.
Brian, I'm going to touch Beaver on the head because I see him wading through the water, and I'm going to say, "I know it's hard when there's obstacles in front of you, like really high water, but Tyr believes in you." And I'm going to give him guidance.
Oh, nice. Okay. So remember that, Beaver?
I guess Beaver would utilize that to determine what he saw ahead of him.
Oh, the rippling in the water?
Yeah.
Well, how are you trying to? I just told you what you see. What else
Yeah,
are you
you're
doing
right.
to try to determine what it is?
No, you're right. I think you were pretty open with that. Okay.
Brian, you said that the
Beaver
blue.
says,
Yeah, go for it, Rand.
thank you.
What was the question?
You said that the blue is water. That means that this is not a puddle.
No, that's all water. It's just like different colored water. I don't know
Okay,
why
so it's
different
all
colored.
water. So this is an island
Yeah, built up island from the
surrounded
orcs.
by water.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
All right, so we're going to be in water until we're over here, or until we're over here.
So imagine
Yeah,
it's kind of like a trench that goes all the way around the island, basically.
A moat. Okay, I got it.
Now, Brian, as far as this trench goes, these spikes, kind of the edges on the mouth, if you would, around the edge. Is this like high up, or is this? These are 20 foot, is what it's saying.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can, I don't know how far you're, Nao, go back where you were. I'm not that I'm trying to make you get hurt. I just want to verify your vision, how far you can see. So ping.
Well, that's what I'm checking. I don't think my vision's working in Nao because I can't see. Nothing is changing.
All right. Because halflings don't have dark vision?
No, she's got Goggles of the Night.
Ah, okay. Let me check your token.
That's the item. That's the item that she made Goggles of the Night as one of her infusions.
I think it is. I think I never actually updated your token permanently.
Oh, maybe.
I keep modifying it. So here, let me do this. 60 feet, right?
Yep.
All right. So now.
Oh my gosh! Now I can actually see something.
All right. So move yourself to right here again.
Okay.
And then ping the extent of your vision straight north.
So I can see here the extent of my vision there. That's the outside edge right there.
And straight north.
I think that you're still giving me Beaver. I think I can still see Beaver's through Beaver's eyes.
So Beaver can see to all the way to this point.
Yeah,
Rob,
I know.
you see
So
that
can
point?
I.
You may have to reload because I
can see to the
updated
end.
his token to where you don't have access. Oh, you know what? It's probably his character sheet, not necessarily his token.
Yeah.
Yes, I have access to his character sheet.
You still do?
No,
Well, and what's goofy is Brian Beaver would not be able to see this because of the 20-foot tall mound in his way, right?
Right.
And it's just unfortunately kind of one of the things of Roll20.
No, I don't. I don't have access to his character sheet anymore. Beaver, can you just move forward and then backward?
Oh,
No, it's not.
everything.
It's not him. I can see through.
Oh, wow.
Does Spackle
I'm
have
not
like
sure.
extended vision or something?
No, I can see Spackle's light range. I don't know who I can. I don't know why I can see as much as I can see.
Well, regardless, I think it's around the edge of your vision. What you can see right here, where there appears to be like a walkway.
I can see that.
That goes up to the island itself. Everything else is going to be like a 10 to 20 foot raised wall.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. So right there, I can see that.
Okay.
And that is within my 60 feet.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. I can't see. I don't see any walkway up into this 10-foot platform up here.
Probably because the map sucks, but it's right here.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna fly back over, and I'm gonna let everybody know. Hey, so there's a way up onto the platform, and I'm gonna sort of motion over to where it is over there. There's a platform over directly to our right, and there's a way up onto it. It's only about 10 feet high, but it's out of the water at least. And I'm not sure about the east side. I'm not sure exactly sort of how to get up over there.
Ancha's going to kind of run down here, jump across here, and then run along the wall to just get more towards Neo's side after hearing her.
And I think that we should spread out a little bit so that our ranged can do their ranged thing. If there's only one thing down here, we'll be able to sort of take aim at it. And Granny is like,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Beaver's voice has always escaped me, which is why I wanted to switch characters. It's sad that that's the reason I want to switch characters. All right, Conk, I can do. I can be that asshole, kind of smug. You know what I mean? But Beaver has always eluded me. I think from spending his time with dwarves, maybe he's developed a dwarven accent. But he'd say, "Aye, Teddy, should you go first?"
Well, I think I could climb up the wall on the other side. But I guess, I'll take some steps up. And Teddy's gonna advance.
Just make your way toward the northwest corner of that island there, where Neo pointed out.
Okay. And he's gonna reach down and grab some rocks in his hand, and sort of throw them in this direction while he walks kind of this way.
Okay. Go move yourself. I'm assuming you're throwing the rocks first, and then you're walking, right?
I'm kind of throwing the rocks, and then as they're like going to land, I'm gonna like start walking. So I'm kind of like throwing them into the same area to maybe cover me up. I don't know. I don't even know if it works. Maybe I just like throwing rocks. But Teddy's feeling inspired.
All right, let's get this party started. Nail's going to cast Fairy Fire.
And Teddy, you can roll me another perception roll. Okay.
Can Nail see anything from where she is?
You see the rippling in the water over here where he was throwing the pebbles.
In the same spot?
Well, the general spot of where he threw the pebbles. I think he said right here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And sorry, you can resolve if Teddy saw anything aside from your laugh, which tells me. Nail would like to cast Fairy Fire in that general area.
In this area?
Yep.
Okay. So
right at the surface of the water. It's a 20-foot cube. Maybe not quite this far south, maybe a little bit farther.
Well, you can draw
maybe a
wherever
little
you
bit
want.
farther to the north. Yeah, I guess I could use the actual drawer.
Drawer.
That's some kind of a save if there was a monster there, right?
That's safe,
Of what?
I believe.
Oh, you got it right there.
So I'm going to cast it right there.
Okay. So it kind of permeates the top of the water and sinks down into it. The water continues to ripple, but you don't see anything like glowing like it's in a ring of fairy fire.
Stupid save.
Anybody else moving or doing anything?
I'll
Yeah. I think that
See
we should
that-
all resolve.
sorry.
movement.
If you allow, I'll keep walking towards the thing.
No, if you'll allow, I'll catch up to you from your last walk.
Okay. Beaver, you can give me a perception roll.
Beaver. This is with a plus D4, which would be oh shit, not 2D4. So 23.
All right. So as you step closer to Teddy, you can feel like, how do I describe this? It's almost like there are very faint little like tuggings on your legs.
Oh,
These are babies.
do I understand what the tuggings on my legs are, Brian?
Teddy, give me a con save.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So,
Don't
Beaver,
forget you
what
have
was your
guidance,
question?
Beaver.
These tuggings. Do I see anything on my legs after feeling these tuggings?
Well, you can't see your legs; they're in the water.
Oh, okay.
So, if you pull your leg up, you might be able to see something, but I don't know. Just saying.
I mean, I'm pretty small. I don't think I can really pull my leg out of the water.
That's right. Yeah.
No, but your arms and shoulders are under the surface. Wouldn't you just be able to put your arms up and see if something's on you?
Yeah, I mean, so
yeah,
it wouldn't
good
just
point.
be my
I
leg.
forgot that you're a halfling.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like up
Yeah.
to your chest. You're going to feel these little tingly
I'm
things.
swimming. I'm literally swimming, Brian. I got a swim speed the same as my walking speed. I'm swimming right now, and this is.
All right. So as you raise your arm up, no need for a perception roll. You can see like these tiny little, almost like maggots, that are all over your arm, and
Ooh.
you pick up your other arm. They're on that arm as well. And now you can give me a con save.
Oh, gross.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God,
make sure
Beaver!
everybody knows.
Oh my God, Beaver! What is that? Those are icky.
All right. So you can feel them like they're trying to like dig into your skin. So with that con save, you're able to kind of knock them off your arms a little bit, but you can still feel them all over your legs.
Oh, gross. Watch out! The water seems like it's filled with these creatures that are latching onto my arms and legs.
What the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna keep moving. Wait, are they
Randy,
attacking?
are you okay? Why is Grady and
and
Spackle?
are they attacking? Are they attacking Beaver? No, I guess it'd be stupid to try to attack them.
Man, you would have seen Beaver pull his arm out and like either shake it off or brush him off or whatever. But yeah, you would have seen something on his skin crawling in between the cracks of his armor.
Get to the island.
Okay.
Action.
da, da, da. How many feet is that? I mean, I could make that in almost 2 rounds.
Or just a dash, maybe?
Yeah, Brian, I'm gonna dash to because I'm gonna dash to this land piece over here. Because it looks like I could climb this wall, right? Or I could even.
You could try to climb this wall. You don't have to go all the way over to where the walkway is. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, I don't think it matters because I can't bonus action climb. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna dash over to there, and I think 30 feet takes me just a bit short.
Okay.
Oh,
Then
it's
move
half speed.
yourself about halfway there, roughly right about here.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you need to make me another con save, and then we're gonna roll initiative because you just ran.
Shit. Should we start rolling initiative, Brian?
Yeah, let him do his con save first, but yeah, then you'll
Oh,
be doing initiative.
All right. Sorry.
All right. So was
Yeah.
that 17 your con save? Was that no? That was the
Yep.
last one. Oh, you rolled 17 again.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
it's me. It's me being a dumbass.
No, see, Kev did a 17, then you did 18, then Kev did another 7. That's a new one. So
Yeah.
Kev, you can feel the same little tingling on your legs, but you're able to kind of shake them off as you run through the water. But as you reach that,
I say to them, I go, "You're gross. Go away. This is just like when my parents left me and there were flies everywhere. Go away."
and as you're running through the water, clunk, 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 you hear the earth, hear and feel the earth below you kind of give way as this thing leaps out from underneath the water and the earth,
What?
and you're going to get the first one.
Brian, how big is that thing?
It says huge.
Okay.
Holy shit. My first one is a
critical
crit.
hit.
Well, crits don't affect me anyways, so.
Oh my
nice.
god!
Look at
The
that.
bestest armor ever, dude!
All right, so you only take 24 points
Oh,
of damage.
suck
20
on
piercing,
that,
4
DM.
bludgeoning.
Oh my god, that would have laid you out flat, but because you got adamantine, you took 28 less damage.
Okay.
Dude, that's thick.
And we're not done yet. That's a whole lot of text in there, but I think you got to make me a dex save.
Oh, or take a bunch of other shit.
Okay. Hang on. So minus 24. Okay, that's workable. I can deal with that.
This is like Gary syndrome. I'll run up there.
I don't know, man. I think that was still the right play.
Okay, and so a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, well, this is going to be fucking great. Here we go.
All right, so I'm going to, for I guess demonstration purposes, I'm going to move this token to right here.
Yeah.
But you are essentially swallowed by this thing.
Okay.
Swallowed
You could pull a
creature.
Drax. You could pull a Drax the Destroyer and kill it from the inside.
You
Yeah.
should.
So
You should totally do that.
I'm going to read what's in that text. You should better read it. So swallowed creature is blinded and restrained. Total cover against attacks, but you are going to take some damage at the start of each of the worm's turns, which I haven't even
can't
rolled
attack
initiative.
with
40. That's
disadvantage, right?
66 total.
Restrained is speed becomes 0. Attack rolls have advantage to hit you, but the creature's attacks have disadvantage. So you can attack it, but with disadvantage from its belly. That's why Drax took so many swipes with his dagger.
All right, so where you guys see what I just described as this huge-looking worm thing rises up, clamps onto Teddy, and then it's now inside of its throat. Conch,
Holy fuck.
what are you
This
doing?
is ridiculous. Conch is swearing, and then he's going to move to here. Misty Step as a bonus action to here. And then cast Toll the Dead on the on the creature. For fuck, I forgot to set this up. I'm sorry, Brian. Damn it. Normally I'd set it up. 1d8 damage. Oh, roll 1d8. There we go. So wisdom save versus spell DC 14 or 6 damage radiant.
All right. Toll the Dead.
Or no, I'm sorry, necrotic.
Let me switch back to this layer. Get my big bad. What kind of save? Wisdom save.
Yep, wisdom save versus DC 14. And I'll set this up now.
Okay, how much damage is he taking?
6 damage.
Okay. See a small section of it kind of wither. And it rears up and points its big maw towards you.
Okay.
What else for Conch?
No, that was it. Conch took a movement to get to the point where he could teleport to there. And then he bonus action teleported and cantripped as an action. So he's totally done.
Okay. All right. As in all these things, there's a lair action coming next. And you watch as the thing kind of rises up a little bit. And its whole body just kind of like vibrates ever so slightly. But you guys can feel the rumble throughout the entire cavern. And I set it up as a button this time, so. Aw, damn it. No table found with that name. I gotta do it manually. Son of a bitch.
And Brian, I'm just clicking this just to see if I got it set up, but I think I do.
Oh, now I gave away his name. I don't know if that showed up in the turn order or not. Excretes larva. Our target within the lair must make a DC 14 con save versus some poison damage and the poison
Is this
condition.
the lair? Is this whole thing the lair?
Pretty much. Yep, even where Spackle and Granny is.
Okay.
Good thing I don't need to make that save.
Oh,
Ah,
So that's Neo. That's Granny. And Spackle doesn't have to save. He's immune to poison.
Okay.
I did Conch already. He failed, and then Beaver did fail.
Okay, so if you fail, it's 7 points of poison damage, and you are poisoned. So do I need to mark your tokens, and you guys remember this?
If you have oh no, I don't know if I have advantage on poison or not as a halfling.
I think that's only dwarves.
Well, you know what? I did Lightfoot halfling, so you're right.
All right, so Conch is poisoned, right?
Yep.
Okay. And Beaver made a save, right?
No, both of them took it and are poisoned.
Okay. What about Granny and Neo?
Granny is not poisoned.
Okay.
And Neo, I gave her the little symbol, and she took the damage.
Ah, okay. I just put a little green one on Beaver and Conch. And Teddy's inside, so he'll get his coming. Spackle's immune to it. All right, that's it for the layer action. Before Beaver goes.
Oh, wait, so Beaver, should I do the little poison symbol like Neo has?
That's what the green means, Beaver.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave you the green thing there.
Instead of the poison. Okay.
All right, roll 20. What are you doing to me? Oh, not the map layer, Brian. You want the GM layer. Okay, and Beaver, you can see the rippling in the water as it comes closer. And now they're starting to kind of come across the surface. These tiny little larva maggot things on top of the water. I'm going to swim up to you, Beaver. And Schwammer.
Miss.
Okay, and so 5, 10, 15, and the second one, same thing.
Miss.
Okay, that's it for them. Beaver, your turn.
Brian, is there any way to get around this way or no? Is there rocks Oh shit! My computer's freaking out.
That's like a wall right there. It's not something you can walk on.
Gosh darn it, dude! I can't even move my mouse for some reason. Can I get through them if I swim,
Yeah, you
or
can
is
get through
it
here.
like? You know what? I'm gonna do that first. So 10 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, hey, fuck you guys, and go ahead and go to Teddy. So they get 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay. That's these guys.
Miss.
Wow, they're rolling awesome.
Beaver is going to bonus action Giant's Might. Rah. He becomes large, which I'll wait for you. Yeah, buddy. And then he's gonna start wailing on the creature that swallowed Teddy. He's going to Warhammer.
Yeah, 19 definitely hits. Just a giant worm. So all 11,
Okay.
right?
Yep, all 11.
Okay.
And then he's going to, I think, Fire Rune this creature if he can. When you hit a creature using an attack, well, here, I'll just post it. The rune's magic channels master craftsmanship. In addition, when you hit a creature using an attack, it does 2d6 extra fire damage. So the creature immediately takes 6 more fire damage. And then it must succeed on a strength save versus DC 13 or be restrained.
It's not going to have a problem with that.
I don't think it will.
Hold on, I'm reading.
Strength DC 13.
No, I'm reading other stuff.
Otherwise, it just does 2d6 damage, right? So that's kind of why I used it.
All right, I got a meta talk here. As the fire goes out towards it, it's covered in some kind of slime that seems to like just instantly put the fire out. Meta knowledge.
Oh.
It has resistance to fire. I'm just trying to figure out if that resistance has anything with the second part about being restrained or not. Which I don't think it should, because it's not immune.
No, these are shackles, right? These are like actual shackles that are flaming.
Okay.
That are on fire.
Fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it's trying to shackle this creature, to restrain it, right? It's like throwing chains. It's like a Ghost Rider's chains, right? I'm throwing chains of fire over it. If it's immune to fire, then it wouldn't take the fire damage, but it'd be potentially chained.
Okay.
That's kind of how
so
I
it took
see it.
half damage, and now it's going to make a strength save to be shackled, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's the DC?
I'm sure it can beat it. 13. Super easy.
All right, so a glancing one. So I'll say he'll be shackled until the end of its turn. How about that?
All right,
It's a glancing
fair enough.
One. Okay.
So at the start of its turn, it would take half of 2d6 again.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me give it a little token to remind myself that it's somewhat shackled. I'll just put that on there.
And I've removed my my Fire Rune. I've used one of my Giant's Might, and yep, that turn is over.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You're poisoned, aren't you?
Oh shit! Yeah, I am.
Roll
Does
that attack
mean
again.
disadvantage to attack?
Okay. Yeah, you would hit anyway.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish I rolled that attack first. What the fuck, dude?
All right. Anything else out of Beaver?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So let me double check something here. Yep, it's going to go ahead and use a legendary action since you like to shackle it. Its tail erupts out of the ground next to you and slams into you.
It hits.
And a strength save. Probably going to pass that.
Fuck.
Yep.
Wasted it.
All right, Granny, your turn.
So 11 damage, Brian?
Yes, correct.
Got it.
All right, Granny's aiming this at the big bad. And Granny is going to... Does that hit? Or I want to know if he saves before I tell you what the next piece of this puzzle is. Okay, so he misses. So he's going to take full damage, but I'm going to use 2 sorcerer points to re-roll those 2 ones.
Okay.
So it's now 5 plus 6. So it's 11 damage, not 8 damage.
What kind of damage is it? Psychic. Okay. 11 points. You rack it with psychic pain.
And then Granny is going to... she goes along the edge. It's still difficult terrain.
Yes. Unless she has climbing as part of her.
She's not.
Okay.
So she's going to land there. And that is Granny's turn,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Before this thing goes, Brian, I'm gonna play one of the inspiration cards I got. This should give me a very slightly better chance. So I basically recover 9 hit points.
Oh, very nice. That worked out well, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I'll move it off to the side. Got your 9 hit points back?
Yeah, I gave them to myself.
Okay, so going back and reading it again. A swallowed creature is blinded and restrained, has total cover, blah, 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 and takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage plus 2d6 slashing plus 2d6 acid at the start of each of the worm's turn. Do you have, like, resistance to any of that?
Bludgeoning, slashing, or acid?
Yep.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, then I'm just going to roll 66. If my little
Oh,
dice
I'm
tower
immune
did
to
it.
disease.
Oh, that doesn't help very much. Okay, so a 5d6 plus 1, since that only goes to so 21 points of total damage.
Oh, because you only... What a tease. You rolled 5d6 instead of 6d6.
It's because the roller is 5 Mac.
Okay, so here's an interesting thing, Brian. I have relentless endurance. So I get up from this and I'm like, oh fuck. Now, normally relentless endurance, that's all I would be able to do. However, I do have Orcish Fury, which allows me to make 1 weapon attack immediately after I use my relentless endurance.
So even on someone else's turn, or is it on yours?
Well, it can be on my turn, but so here's what it says. Fuck. It says immediately after you use your restless endurance trait, you can use your reaction to make 1 weapon attack.
Okay.
Now, relentless endurance. When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. You can't use this feature again until a long rest. So I'm okay with making 2 attacks on my turn, or 1 attack on my turn, whatever.
No, you'll get 1 right now. If it drops you to 0, you get 1 right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a attack at disadvantage, of course, because I'm restrained.
Nice.
Oh, good hit, but only 5 slashing.
Yeah.
Wait. What the fuck? You rolled a 1, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So you slash into the darkness of his belly. You feel a little like gush of like blood and guts, and you feel little crawly things on you. But yeah, he took a little damage while you're in there. Okay, now he can take his turn. Okay, so he already has someone. Oh, I forgot about this. Any creature that starts his turn within 30 feet of this must make a... Oh, Cool. I forgot about that. So anyone within 30 feet of him, make me a con save.
That was for Kunk. This is for Beaver.
Okay. Anybody else within 30 feet?
I'm making a case that Neo is
Yep.
in the air.
Yep,
So
I'm cool with that.
Is 33 from in a straight line, but she's up in the air, so definitely more than 30.
Yep, I'm cool with that. All right, so let me just put it in chat so you guys can see it.
Holy crap, dude.
So you are already poisoned. So, and so was Conch. So you are poisoned. Nothing
stay
else.
Poisoned.
Okay, you're double poisoned.
No doubt, dude.
All right, so
All right.
that is just any time he's around you guys. Now he's going to try to attack. He's going to stick with Beaver since he's the one that has him shackled. Can't swallow you, but he can still do this.
Oh, he takes 2d6, half of 2d6 damage.
Okay, I'll let you roll
Holy
again.
Fuck, dude, no way.
Holy shit.
And because he's restrained, it's a disadvantage.
Oh,
am I
that's
wrong?
right. Let me roll it again. Thank you.
Oh my God, praise you. But that did not help much.
Oh my god.
It's got a plus 10 in its attack, Rand.
Yeah. And it just rolled. Look at the number of 8s it rolled.
Hey, look on the bright
Can
side.
it
He can't swallow
Beaver
you.
too? Well, he's large, right?
No, he can't swallow you.
But
You
he's
can only have
already
one
he's already
person
got somebody in him.
Oh, okay. So that is good. What
was
I
the
should
damage
have
you rolled?
retconned.
Brian?
9. So he took 4.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna get out, guys. I got this. I maybe could have got out that time. Got this. Got this.
Oh shit, Beaver's down? I was like, I didn't knock you prone, did I? Oh, you're down.
Yeah, he's down.
All right, let me give you one of these as a marker, just so we know you're not prone.
What the fuck? No, he's not dead.
Well, that
Get
lets
that
me
shit
know
off
you're
you.
not prone, is all it is. You're actually down, but I'll take it away if you make your death save or someone heals you. All right, so I think he only gets one attack. Oh, come on, roll 20. Don't lock up on me. You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yep.
Could I didn't realize I could do this when I made an attack, but could I have consumed a spell slot to cast Divine Smite when I made that attack and did 5 slashing damage? And theoretically, if I roll, I don't know, 15 or 16 on the damage dice. Anyways, not important. I'll do it.
No,
Never mind.
This is important because you're about to die, so I'll let you retcon do that if you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna expend 1 spell slot, and I don't have a lot. 3, so 2, and that's gonna be on my attack. I'm gonna use Divine Smite, which allows me to do 2d8 2d8 damage to the creature.
Are you only going to use a first level slot? I see what you're trying to do.
Well, I don't have
He
a
doesn't
I don't have a
second
second level
Oh,
slot.
okay.
Otherwise I would totally. So I'll just roll 2d8 on the side because I didn't toggle it, but
Okay.
whatever.
What was your first damage? I think it was 5, wasn't it?
Okay, not enough. Fuck, those rolls were shit. Okay. That's okay.
I still don't see your roll. What'd you roll?
4. It got 4 radiant damage.
Okay. I don't know why I don't know if it's roll 20 or it's my computer or what, but I'm not seeing shit. All right, so just remind me when I come back how much damage. Oh, let's see. Holy shit, you did horrible. I finally see it. All right, Neo, take your turn.
All right. Well, my plan for Beaver, though, damage that Teddy is taking on the inside, that's not. He's not technically being attacked. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just going to happen at the start of the
It's just happening.
Sathaq's worm's turn.
Okay. I am going to, with my bonus action, I don't know how we're going to get Beaver up. Beaver is currently underwater.
Correct.
Okay, so I can't heal you.
He's large, right? He's not like.
Oh, so you're
buried
not
underwater.
underwater.
Well, he's still in water, so I can say, yeah, you might see like parts of him kind of floating on top of
Yep.
the water.
So I'm flying up over top, and I'm going to go and I'm going to hover down and I'm going to reach out with my little tippy toe, and I am going to cast that. How'd that work for you? Yeah, that's a very good question.
Eating a text M2JMERTF2ON.
He's speaking in tongues.
I'm
So-
going to give him 10 healing with a Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Woo!
Dun, 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 dun.
Take the mana point off, and then she is going to fly up on an angle. So she currently used about 15 of her movement. She's going to use the other 15 to return in the air where she is, nice and high.
Oh, sorry. He's still prone, Brian.
And she is going to send Spackle to follow Granny. Because she used her bonus action for... no, she didn't actually. She was going to use her bonus action, but she didn't get to because Beaver was in need of the heals.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what she's going to do. She's not going to get an actual attack this time around because she had to use a heal.
Okay.
That's
And
good. That's done.
Okay, so
And Spackle is going to hold his action for if those worms come anywhere between him and Granny. Spackle is going to force empowered rend those worms.
Okay. All right, so now that I've got control back of my roll 20, it's no longer locking up. He's no longer shackled because I said since it was a glancing blow, it was till the end of his turn, right? Plus, I don't know if that shackled thing requires concentration, but regardless, it's not
No.
shackled anymore.
No concentration, but you said till the end of its turn, yeah.
Okay, so it disappears back underneath the earth with Teddy still in his belly.
See you later,
Really?
Teddy. Thanks for coming.
Don't worry, Teddy's gonna escape.
Okay, Nail took her turn. Spackle's
30
done
feet
too,
underground.
right?
Yep, Spackle's done too.
Okay, Teddy.
Okay. Okay,
Attack.
Brian. Here's how this is gonna go down, and this is how I'm going to escape this creature. And this is up to you whether the previous attacks counted as a turn, because I haven't acted yet, or they're new to my turn. But regardless,
This is on your turn.
Okay. So I have to hit 20. The only way I'm going to do that, and especially because I'm attacking with disadvantage, is first of all, I'm going to use one of my divine senses, and I'm going to cast Guided Strike, which means I get a +10 to all of my attack rolls. And I'm going to say this before I even roll, even though I'm going to make it happen.
Okay.
So then I am also going to burn another spell slot and make sure that I have Divine Smite. And I am going to take an attack. And I guess seeing what's going on, I can't make a two-handed attack. I have to make a one-handed attack. Okay. That's what my character would do.
If you have a shield, you mean.
Yeah, I have a shield on, which isn't doing fuck all for me right now. So this, if it does 20, I'm good. And I'm assuming I'm going to hit this fucking thing. Okay. So now here's a very interesting part. Because my Orcish Fury also gives me, when you hit an attack made with a simple or martial weapon, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time and add it as extra damage to the weapon's type. Once you use this ability, you can't use it till a long or short rest again. Blah, 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 blah. So, I'm going to roll Orcish Fury, and as long as I get above a 3 here, I have a chance to get out with a con save.
So what triggers the Orcish Fury?
Just hitting with an attack. I'll ping it into chat.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
All right. So, here we go. Tyr, don't let me down.
Nice.
So it's just one of those 8s, not both of them, right?
No, it's just the no, because I had Divine Smite toggle. Yeah, so it's just one of the 8s.
Okay, so 17 plus 8, 25.
25 damage. Now, I believe I can make a con save to try and get out of this and be knocked prone.
Okay, if the Sathaq worm takes 20 damage or more on a single turn from a creature inside it, the worm must succeed on a DC 15 con save at the end of that turn or regurgitate the swallowed creature. Yeah, so it's now got to make a con save.
Nice.
DC 15. But first, let me do the
It
damage.
has to make a con.
It was 25. Oh yeah, he's on the GM layer. That's why I can't click on
Got the
him.
plus 12 con, so it's got to roll a 3 or less.
Well, I mean, I might as well burn an inspiration card for disadvantage on it.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
You can do that. Is that what you want to do?
Can
I
you do
mean,
it
yeah.
after you roll the first roll?
I'll
you gotta decide that
I'll
before
put
I
it
roll.
down. Now I'll impose some disadvantage. I mean, I'm not going to use it otherwise, so.
Okay.
Oof.
All right, here goes. Con save.
Oh, you sneaky bastard! You totally did it. You redeemed yourself.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, so you guys watch as you see Teddy kind of come up through the water gasping for air, and he's covered in a little bit of like maggots and shit and ooze and nasty stuff. There's a big old burp, and a big old air bubble pops out of the water right there. Technically, I'm going to have you move about 5 feet away because it was moving away when it disengaged. So I'll say he spits you up right about here.
Okay, cool. And I am prone. And as I come up from the water, I'm like, it's like I've been reborn into Tyr's graces.
It is your voice, dude. Your voice makes Discord hate you.
What, it cut out? It cut it out?
Yeah,
No, we
kinda
got
cuts
it.
up.
It's choppy.
Oh. Tyr, I have been reborn into Tyr's graces. Is that better? Does it chop out or?
No, that was better.
better. That's better.
Okay, I just won't make it as shrill.
All right, so the big old burp bubble came up right about here from where Teddy is. You guys see Teddy come up through the water. Okay, anything else in your turn, Teddy? I guess technically you still have your movement. It took 10 feet of movement to move out. So whatever you have left, you can move more if you want.
But it's difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I guess I'll move 1 square away.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Conch. What would you like to do here?
So first and foremost, can Conch see where the creature is? Does after watching him consume Teddy and move away, does he
And you
see
would have
the
seen what I
creature in the
explained.
water?
It receded back into the water with Teddy in his mouth, and you watch Teddy erupt from the water in a big old burp bubble from underneath him. But you can't see the creature.
Fuck. All right. Shit. Yes. So Teddy can't attack. Teddy's gonna enact his blade song.
Teddy is?
I mean, sorry, Conch is
Okay.
as a bonus action. He's going to go ahead and cast, I think, Flaming Sphere as an action.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, damaged. Ignore it. But Brian, if we could put like the Flaming Sphere, like in this box right here. Yep.
Okay.
That's where he has it right now. So whether it does damage or not, I don't know.
So you're plunging that into water.
No, I'm leaving it hovering on top of the
Oh,
water.
okay. So you're keeping it above the water right there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm with you. All right, you can see and hear the water kind of sizzle near that sphere, but you don't see any sign of the worm itself.
Okay. That's it for Kunk.
Okay. Layer action. See if I fixed my button. Nope, I didn't. Gotta do it manually. Okay, nearby. So, first we roll a d4, see how many of them. 3 of them. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. No, 6. 6 targets. So, d6, starting at the top with Conch and working my way down.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be Neo. Another one of these erupts. But you're in the air. So, they can't reach you.
That's correct.
All right, so there's just one emerges in
Feel
the water
free to
right
make
there.
them all emerge near Neo.
Okay, so we got 2 more. Roll it again.
Well, those
6, 1,
tremors
2,
like
3,
nail.
4, 5. That's going to be near Granny. She's up on the ledge. Larva you will see coming out of the water and starting to climb up the wall, but they can't quite make it. So they're going to be near Granny, but they can't attack. And then the third one's going to show up where? 1. That's at Conch. They come burrowing out of the ground next to you, Conch. And start to swarm your leg. I'm assuming that misses.
22 AC.
Okay. Yeah, so they obviously miss. And that's it for the lair action. Now, oh wow. All the swarms. Now I get to attack again. How about that? Let's keep with this one on Conch. They're probably going to miss because they can't hit whatever your AC is, especially when they're rolling like that. The 2 by Beaver, they're going to swarm on you since you're now in the water.
Okay.
That's one of them. Wow. There we go.
I'm prone, so they have advantage, Brian.
Okay, so that's the first one. Does a 20 hit?
No.
Okay, here's the second one with advantage. That misses as well, I'm assuming. Wow, these guys can hit shit. And the other one by Granny can climb up the wall. How far up where the wall were you? No more than like 10 feet, I'm assuming.
Nope.
Okay. So, Granny. Oh, shouldn't have been an advantage, but it's a 9. Wow, they can't hit shit.
That's a miss.
Okay, do I have any left that can attack anything? These can't reach Neo because she's flying. I gotta move these up here by Beaver. Is Spackle up on the wall?
Yep.
Another 10 feet up, I'm assuming, as well?
Following Granny.
All right,
Staying
so
close with Granny.
these can't quite make it up to Spackle, but they're moving in that direction. Okay, Beaver. What you doing?
Shit. Beaver is done peeing in the water and is going to stand up. He's feeling very weak and wounded. He feels like he's like 25% of his normal self. But he's going to swim. 5. Attacks of opportunity, Brian.
Yep. On my big
From one
bad
of them?
swarm of worms. Ooh.
Oh, fuck me. Really? No shit.
Did he get you?
Fucking down again.
Are you down?
I only
hold on
healed him
one
for
second.
10.
Hold on.
You haven't used your
When a
action
creature
yet.
you can see ends its turn. Fuck
You haven't
me.
used your action yet. Use your ring.
I don't have that ring on this character.
Oh, and Beaver.
Unless Brian wants me to retcon my action.
Why would I wreck on your action? You're moving away to hit you. That's a miraculous hit on my part. So
That is a pretty miraculous hit, dude.
So that not takes you down?
Yeah, drops him down to 0 again.
All right, move you back to there again. And to the rest of your horror, I think it's the first time these guys have hit anything. Is that correct? This swarm grows.
Oh my god.
And then this one is now going to feast upon whatever's lying there with advantage.
Oh. It misses.
How come that one gets to attack again?
No, this one is the one that hit him the first time. It just grew. The second one here was trying to snack on what's now floating in the water. Okay.
All right.
All right, Beaver. Anything else on your turn? I guess not.
No, Beaver's down.
You're
Granny.
pissing me off, Rand, because Nail would really like to do an attack.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
All right. Granny is going to hold her. She's going to hold an ice knife spell for when this thing surfaces. The big one surfaces.
Okay. Okay, so she's holding her action.
And she is also going to try to move away 15 feet.
Okay. They attacked you before, so they're within melee range.
The one is, yep.
Okay. All right. So
I got it.
Opportunity attack. She can't really go up any farther right there. So there's not really like purchase,
That's fine.
but she can move sideways along there.
Yep, so roll the opportunity attack before I move her.
Oh, shouldn't have been an advantage, but 20 is what it was.
Okay, well, I would impose disadvantage on that attack, but I think you would just tell me that it would be the 14.
Correct.
That seems a little bit cheaty to me for you to just roll both rolls all the time and then just take whichever one you want.
No,
that's
the
okay.
first
You can
roll's
be
the
a
first
cheater.
one, the second roll's the second
That's
one.
okay. You can be a cheater.
No, the first one's always the normal roll.
Oh, no, I get that, but I was going to impose disadvantage on it, and then he would have had to roll again, and I would have prayed that it was less than a 12.
Oh,
wait a minute.
14.
Granny has mage armor on, and Granny's AC is 15, so suck on that. So he is, in fact, imposing disadvantage on it.
Okay.
And that was a miss.
Okay.
Yeah, so Granny moved, and she's holding that spell.
Okay.
There's no suck on that. Here's what I like about Brian. When he's playing the monsters, he's for the monsters, but then he's always for the players.
I want everybody to win. So,
all right, so
Granny's
gets
to
done.
eat, and you turn to poop. Win-win.
Neo is once again gonna fly over.
Oh, sorry.
Use another mana point.
Oh, God.
It's not Nail's turn yet.
All right.
You can't see the worm's
It's
turn because
Nail's
he's
turn
on the GM
the
layer.
turn order.
I know, but the worm is
Oh.
on the GM layer, so you couldn't see it. His turn was before yours.
All right.
So, what he was going to do, let me double check some distance here. I do not want to show others. Oh yeah, that's within range. I like it. Conch, you can give me a perception roll, disadvantage, to see if you see this coming or not.
Oh, that sounds not mean at all.
Okay, you do not see it coming. So he gets this attack at advantage. Comes up for you, Conch.
Miss! Fuck you, worm.
23 misses?
Oh, right. Right. So I don't get to say suck on that, but you get to say fuck you, worm.
23
Well,
misses?
I'm not saying suck on that, Brian. I'm saying fuck you, worm.
Oh, I was saying suck on that, worms.
I was making sure.
Yeah,
I had disadvantage on his thing, but it should be a 23. That still misses, right?
Yeah, shield misses.
Okay. All right. So he
Mana point
erupts.
deducted, Brian.
Okay. So Granny had her frost.
Yep. So Granny had this. Grant had this spell prepped. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit. So
All right.
piercing and cold.
Right. We're not quite there yet. Roll the dexterity save first, please.
Oh, so it's not 19 to hit?
It's 19 to hit, but the damage is going to be different. But roll your dexterity save. So it's 7 piercing for the hit and then if they fail the save, they get 6 more damage.
I think you failed the dex save.
Okay, so Granny is then going to transmute that spell with another spell point into thunder damage. Because this thing has tremor sense, which means that it is likely not resistant to thunder.
Okay. So all that gets changed to thunder damage, right?
So it's 13 thunder damage. So if they are not resistant, they take 13. If they're vulnerable, they take double that.
Yeah, I think that's where you were going with that, right?
That's where I'm going with that.
So you watch it shudder as it just, the whole body kind of reeks and you see bits and pieces of it falling off. It takes quite a bit of damage. I mean, it's still whole, but it takes a lot of damage from that.
Okay.
Okay, so that was her held action. It is now Nao's turn.
Okay, so as I mentioned, Nao's going to fly over and say, hey, how you...
My wife just came home and said I owe her so big.
For what?
They went to the fall festival and I stayed home.
11.
Sweet.
Okay, is that it for Nao's turn?
Nope. Nao is going to fly the rest of her flight over to here.
Over to...
That is it for Nao's turn.
Okay.
Oh, and then Spackle is going to look at the worms directly to the north of him because they're the closest to Granny. And Spackle is going to do that.
Ooh, that definitely hits those little things for force damage. Okay, it takes all of that. All 9 of them.
All right.
A little more than half of them remain.
Okay. And Spackle is going to just get a little bit closer, take an opportunity attack from the one that was right beside it, but not from this one. It's not getting far enough away from that one. That's a miss.
Okay. Is that it for Nail's turn?
That's it.
Okay, legendary action. Tail comes erupting up underneath Conch. Oh, look at that. Look at that shitty roll. Roll 1.
Conch is the highest AC out there right now.
Yep.
Does it accidentally tail attack its own little mini worms?
Yes.
It's its own tail, not the mini worms.
No, but it fumbled the attack, so it should hit the mini worms.
Okay, I'll make them do a dex save since I'm staying with what I always
You'd
do.
make me make a dex save.
Okay, they make their save.
All right.
Oh man.
All right, now it's Teddy's turn.
What about Conch?
Conch, you're coming up after
Oh.
Teddy.
Okay, got it.
Teddy, you're alive, swimming in some water.
Sorry, I had muted myself. Don't they make a strength save against the tail strike, not a dex save? I'm not sure if that makes a difference.
That's only if he hits.
Only if he hits. Cool. All right. So, am I able to attack this thing from where I am right now? Or
It's
what
about-
if I were to approach it, could I like make an attack against it?
It's 20 feet up over here.
20
So
feet up.
I'll roll. It's so big that part of it kind of went through the wall right here. So yeah, if you move closer
Okay.
to it, you can hit it from right here.
Okay. I am going to move up to there, and I'm going to make an attack. And I am going to use Divine Smite. I'm going to cast Divine Smite.
Make your attack before you cast Divine Smite.
Right. Oops. Okay, so I'll make my attack. It's not at disadvantage, just regular. And don't tell me whether I hit it or not yet. No, I think I'm gonna hit it. Okay, cool.
Divine Smite should be before the attack.
Yeah.
Oh, is it before?
Yeah. Brian, let's retcon this before. But yeah.
Okay, so then I'll do Divine Smite. because I hit it. Because I said I was going to do it. And I'll roll the 2d8.
So when do I tell you if you hit it or not?
I was thinking divine favor. I'm sorry. I misspoke.
Smites are always after a hit.
Yeah, smites are always after a hit. Favor, divine favor is.
Okay, sorry, Brian. Did the
Yes, it hits.
I'm gonna say it's 20 hit. Okay, perfect.
Yes. So it's 9 slashing and 11 radiant.
And 11 radiant.
Okay.
And
Is your sword magical? Or your battle axe magical?
not right now.
Okay, good to know. Meta knowledge gave away there. All right, take some damage, mostly from the radiant.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's about all I can do right now.
So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Well, he doesn't like that.
Yep.
You know what? So that tail disappears into the ground where it tried to strike its own little larva, and goes for you instead, and probably misses.
Yeah.
Okay, Conch.
Conch is feeling pretty frisky with this creature right on top of him. This thing was immune to fire, which hurts Conch's ability to wound it. But I think.
Did he
Conch
say that
is
it was
still
immune, or did he say that it didn't do
resistant?
as much?
Resistant.
Yeah, okay.
So Conch is going to bonus action. Brian, pull that flame up right here on this north side of the beast.
Okay, is that a save for him now or at the start of his turn? I forget.
He's gonna ram it into him for it's gonna kind of bounce off that northern flank.
Okay.
So
Shit.
that would be a dex save for 4 damage. Half if he succeeds. Well, or half 2 damage. So 2 damage, right? If he has resistance to fire.
Okay.
With his attack action, Conch is going to go ahead and booming blade.
And that misses.
15.
Yep, 15 misses.
Shit. Okay.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, he's going to use his last legendary action this round. So I just gave it away. And is he going to strike or run? Yeah, he's running away. Sinks back into the earth.
So if
hang
Teddy
on.
has Sentinel, he can hit him and drop his speed to 0 and he can't get away.
This is true. I do have Sentinel.
Does that work with disengage though?
It does work with disengage. Even enemies who disengage get hit by Sentinel.
It's true.
So what does that mean? He just stays there? Or you have to roll something?
Well, no, he has to roll to
attack.
hit. If he hits him, his speed drops to 0 and he stays right where he's at.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
But Brian, I will say that he takes 5 fucking thunder damage. Unless that doesn't hit it. Never mind, that never hit him. So
it didn't hit him.
Matter.
Okay, here we go. Please hit.
Oh yeah.
Hit.
That hits. Okay, put him back on the
Speed is 0.
That's good, because Brian was about to make him come after Granny.
Okay, take 6 slashing damage, and that's not magical. Okay.
No, because unfortunately I forgot that I can cast something as a bonus action that gives me some extra oomph on my attacks.
Yep.
But it's okay.
Okay, so Conch, that was it for your turn, right? Lair action. Lair. Do it.
I thought he moved as a lair action.
No, this is a lair action. That was a legendary action that the worm used. He has 3 of them every round.
Fuck, dude.
And then there's a lair action. All right, so worms burrow beneath all the targets in the lair. DC 14 strength save versus the grappled condition. DC strength saves all around, everybody.
I'm resisting.
That's when I
Ooh.
get the critical. Really? Okay.
Oh my God, Conch made it. Here comes Beaver. Fucking
Nail,
failed.
you're in the air though, so you're immune to that. Was that for Granny then? That 4?
Realized I rolled it. I rolled it for Neo, and I shouldn't have after I rolled it. So here is Granny's. Granny's got a less of a. So she's in trouble. Yep.
Okay, so Granny is grappled, and so is who's that second row Conch?
Beaver.
That's for Beaver.
Beaver.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, the +7 guy who's Beaver gets a 13, and Conch got a 15 with
The
the
green
+0.
dots. Beaver, Conch, and Nail. Are you guys still poisoned? Did I forget what that was?
I don't know if it lasts.
I don't know how
or
long the
goes
poison
away.
condition lasted
I'm
for.
gonna say they're gone. I think it was until the end of your turn, but
Typically,
that's
it's
what we'll
one
say.
round for poisoned.
Yeah, let me get rid of those green dots so I don't forget. But Beaver is grappled. Let me give you a little token for that. I'll just make it this one.
Oh, I guess Spackle should roll for that too, right?
Oh, yep. And then Granny is grappled. Grappling Granny.
Spackle's very grappled.
The Spackle grapple.
Okay. All right, so that's it for the lair action. I got everybody. Teddy, you succeed. Yeah, you got this crit save. Swarms are up next. All right, so this one going after Conch. They probably can't hit shit, but they're going to try.
Okay.
What's
Miss
your AC right now?
22.
Holy shit. Okay, these two are on Beaver. I'll go with the big one first.
Also 22.
Okay, and then the little one. Can't hit shit. This one's going to crawl up the wall at Spackle. Wait a minute, you're grappled. Does grappled impose disadvantage, or just mean you can't move, right?
No,
Just means you can't move.
Can't move.
Not
Okay.
restrained, just grappled.
All right, so this one's going to be on Spackle.
And that's a hit for 9.
Let's see, you're 10 feet up the wall, so I'll say this one can get to you, but can't attack. And that is all of them. Oh yeah, this one hit, right? So it grows.
Yep. How does it grow on non-organic?
It's feeding on you.
What's it feeding on?
When it hits, oh yeah, it's right, non-organic. I'm sorry. Yep, true. That does not grow because you are special. You're special, Spackle. I think that's all of them. Yep, no more on the board. Beaver.
Special Spackle. All right. Beaver will right himself. Thank Neo yet again.
You can't right yourself when you're
Disengage.
grappled.
Oh, you're right. I got to break free of the grapple before I can do anything. Brian, I rolled strength last time, but typically athletics for grapple.
Yeah, I don't think I even put anything in there about this being grappled, and what does that mean as far as a save, did I?
Holy shit. Really?
Oh, just another save. DC 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled a 2.
You can't break out of it. And that is your action to try to break free, which is so we're clear.
No, I know.
Okay.
We're gonna
Play a card?
target that. Fine. Yeah.
What do we have here? Use this card during rest. During a long rest. Oh, you're just using it for advantage?
Just advantage.
Okay, I was like, what the
There we
hell?
go.
We're not taking a long rest.
All right. So Beaver broke free.
Okay. I'll get
The
rid of the
grapple.
token.
It's going to disengage as an action. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, wait a minute. You can't disengage as your action because you
Why not?
used your action to break free
fuck
from the
me.
grapple.
You're right. Rob, what do you think? Go for it. Just fuck it.
Well,
What happened
yeah.
last time?
Nail's trying really hard to sanctuary you and can't because you keep fucking going down.
Well, Sanctuary's a bonus action, so
Yeah, but you keep going down. There's no point in sanctuarying something that's down when I've got to use another spell to heal you.
What are you going to do, Beaver?
I can't do both of those things at the same time.
you're right.
So if you get too close to that worm could knock you down to nothing again. Or
Well, I know.
the 2 opportunity attacks are going to knock you down to nothing. Use your attacks maybe and hack those worms.
Yeah,
And then when Nail gets her turn, she's going to use the bonus action to give you Sanctuary, and then those worms can attack each other for a change.
Do you have a bonus action attack? Beaver?
No, I don't.
Oh, so stand there.
So stand there and get hit, or run away and maybe get hit. What do you want to do?
No. You try to run away, you're going to get hit, and then they're going to come back and hit you again. You're twice. It's up to you, Rand. Whatever you want to do.
Need a decision, Beaver.
You've got a pretty good AC. They might not even hit you.
They typically don't, but we've all been rolling like shit tonight.
Yeah, I think they're due for some bad rolls.
All right.
Okay, opportunity attacks by the wimpy
1,
little
2, 3, 4,
floating worms.
5, 6. Come on, Brian. Woohoo!
Ooh, boy.
22 AC.
All right, so they both miss.
Yep.
That's difficult
That's
terrain to go through, even
ridiculous.
if you're large. So I don't know if you can get that far.
I'm swimming, Brian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Mariner's armor. Never thought something like that would fuck me over so bad.
What are you talking about?
Is that it for Beaver?
That's it.
All right. The worm hasn't. Yeah, the big worm has gone, right? He's gone since he uses legendary actions.
Yep.
Or has he not?
He hasn't had a turn since he had his legendary action because he's only got a 12.
Okay, so he has none
He
left.
used his
then.
legendary
Granny's
action just
turn.
before the last lair action.
Now it's
After
Granny's
con.
turn, though.
Yep.
Okay. Granny?
Same as this verse, same as the first.
Woo!
So let's do a dexterity save.
Okay, because you guys have seen how well he does at these.
Thank you
That's
very
actually
much.
his best roll yet.
And I'm using another sorcery point to make the whole 18 damage thunder damage.
Okay, so that doubles it.
36.
As you know, more bits and pieces go flying off of it. It's looking very ragged, but it's still whole. Anything
Granny
else?
has the potential to kick. Granny has the potential to kick some ass. Well, no, because she's grappled, so she can't really move, and she used her turn for that spell. And she doesn't have a whole lot of bonus action. She can't. This is the first time I've played a spellcaster. You guys should be very proud of me. I'd like to point that out. A full spellcaster. The only time she can do 2 spells in the same turn is if the cantrip is the action spell, right? Or can she bonus action?
I know one has to be a spell, one has to be a cantrip. I always get confused with which one is the action. I thought the cantrip had to be an action.
The problem is there's no bonus action cantrip, so the cantrip's always the action, right?
Yeah, so she can't do it.
Okay.
So she's done.
Okay, so big guy. Legendary actions are back.
Sorcerers, Brian or Rob, I will say sorcerers have the ability to quicken cantrips into bonus actions.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to do that. Sorry, can I still do that, Brian? I totally forgot. And I do have Quicken as one of my spell point thingies.
Yep, that's fine.
So I'm going to do that. Thanks for that, Rand. I am going to Quicken. Let me see which of my 2 my damage cantrips.
Well, at this point, you could quicken a first level spell into a bonus action as well. So you may as well do that at the same time. Right? Or can you not cast? No. Yeah, because you can cast 2 spells as long as...
Yeah, well, this is how I do it, regardless of the order.
Ice Knife is a cantrip, right?
It has to be a cantrip. He's right.
Ice Knife is not a cantrip.
Okay, so this one has to be a cantrip.
Ray of Frost is a cantrip.
Okay.
Correct.
Which misses.
It does.
That I just cast.
But.
All right. Done. I am actually done.
Okay, so now my worm can go, right?
Yeah.
He's got some tough choices here.
Pinch of perflotstum, maybe. Make him go for the perflotstum, Brian. Make him get a crit and eat my wizard in one hit.
Okay, it's gonna burrow. Someone's gonna get an opportunity attack. I'm just trying to figure out who do I want to let get it. Teddy, opportunity attack. It slithers on this side
Okay.
of Conch.
Now, if it burrowed and it's underneath the ground, then I'd get one too.
No, it's just
It's
slithering.
moving
It
back
didn't go under the ground.
Okay.
Let's see your attack, Teddy.
Fuck.
Misses. All right, so it's going to continue around here. It's going to get somewhat of a line between Conch and Teddy. You watch it raise its head and then lean forward like it's about to puke.
I'm
And
going to dodge to the side, Brian.
a swarm of larvae spew out its mouth.
Oh my god.
That's going to be at Conch and Teddy.
Fuck you.
So 4d4 acid damage.
Worst
Okay. I need to get at
rolls
least
ever.
an 18 to make this. Fuck. Okay, I'm down.
So 12 points of acid damage.
Got it.
Okay, so Teddy, just turn yourself. Yeah, I'll give you the big X so I know you're out for right now, but not just prone. Semi-conscious, still standing. That's his turn. Only gets one attack.
Conch gets advantage on this, but I think he's going to make it, so we should be good. Oh my god. Fuck you.
Why'd you make another one?
Its flaming sphere disappears.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dude,
Right
he
then.
has advantage on the con save. Never mind. I'm not even going to get into it. I rolled 2 1s in a row.
Okay, Neo, you're up. What are you gonna do?
The nail's going to move 30 feet closer to Beaver. Hold on, let me see what the range of that spell is.
Oh my god. We're getting creamed by this thing. Brian, have we bloodied it at all?
Yeah, it's beyond
Yeah.
bloodied.
So Neo is getting within. I think Sanctuary is within 30 feet. Yes, it is. So within 30 feet, still in the air, and casts Sanctuary on Beaver because he needs it. So it's going to have to make wisdom saving throw. Anything that attacks him is going to have to make wisdom saving throws or attack something else rather than him. Hopefully that will help him stay up. And then Neo is also going to use for the very first time her heavy crossbow and miss. That would have been great damage, though.
Dude, we suck. We are like the worst fucking characters of all time.
Yeah. Well, we got these rolls. These rolls are terrible.
Uses its first legendary action. Burrows beneath the earth.
Can Spackle have a turn?
Oh, yep, you sure can. So that happened
So
before.
Spackle is going to bite the same set of worms that he bit before, or attempt to.
I think that was actually this one. But 16 hits.
If everyone's taken damage, he's giving 10 more damage to.
Okay. There's just a few of these little writhing little worm larvae left.
Okay, that is my turn.
Okay. All right, so the thing burrows into the earth on its legendary action. Teddy, give me a death saving throw, please.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Okay, one success. Okay, Conch.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
You're up, Conch.
Oh, got it. Yeah, well, this blows. All right, so the big giant creature's gone. I'm going to You know what? I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere again as an action. And I'm gonna put it right here, Brian, where the creature last disappeared, and where it's kind of within this other creature's range.
Right there, good?
Yep. Well, yeah, that's fine. I would have moved it one square over, like the corner
Okay.
of this one.
You said you want it where that little swarm next to you was as well, so.
Well, no, I know, but within 5 feet of it. Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so it would hurt the swarm, I think, on the turn that it comes out, potentially, if it doesn't have resistance to fire.
Okay. Are you slamming it into the swarm?
Let me link the spell. I don't know if I can do that when I first summon it or how.
I think that's what you did with the big guy when you first cast it.
I think you can. I think that it's that.
Okay. So a deck save
Yeah.
for those guys.
I create it as an action, as a bonus action, I move it into that guy.
All right. So the little worms fail on that. How much damage was it?
It was just 3 damage.
I see 7.
I rolled 7 the second time, but the first one was 3.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. All right. So you burn a few of those little worm things. That's it?
Yep. And I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to stay right there.
Okay.
Brian, it is what it is.
Okay. You know what? He's underground. He's not going to use a legendary action. So just a layer action. Let's see what happens. Damn it! I keep forgetting I didn't fix that button.
Thousands of tiny shrills erupt from the caverns. This is insane, dude. All right.
All right, I got a dumb question, guys. I accidentally pulled my chat out of the Roll20 thing. How do you make it go back?
I can never figure that out.
I don't know how you pulled a chat out.
I've done it accidentally, don't know how I've done it, and cannot for the life of me figure out how to get it back in there. I always have to reload.
You want to reload and come right back, or do you want us to roll our charisma saves?
You should be able to double click on it on the chat bubble and expand the chat, then it should pop back.
Oh, there you go. Oh, Jason with the win.
Oh, Jason coming in to listen to us tonight or watch. I double click on it, but nothing happens.
Oh, Jason, you should jump in this one. This one's looking pretty dicey, dude. I don't know if we're gonna make it. And both Rob and I are playing 2 characters of ours, like characters that we've had for a while.
Well, I'm really playing 1 character and then 1 rand support character.
Oh, come on.
All right, so it's reloading.
Rand support character.
I can see my
Rand
dummy
keeps going down and taking my action for a heal.
So my dummy screen, I can read it. Oh yeah, the lava squeal. 1,000 tiny shrills erupt within the caverns. All within the caverns make a DC 15 charisma save. On the fail,
I can't believe we don't have one healing word spell, dude. We have no bonus action heals.
All right,
so we all need to roll charisma saves?
That's correct.
My corpse is as charismatic as a corpse can be right now.
Here's Conch. Holy shit! I wasted both my good rolls on that one. Dude, can I use 19 for Beaver, please, Brian? I didn't mean to roll that with advantage.
That's fine. I don't give a shit. Is it same modifier?
Yeah. They're both at... Oh, I'm sorry. Beaver would be at 18 instead of 19.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit. All right, so Granny is the only one that has disadvantage on her next attack, save, or ability. Teddy,
the one with +6 on her charisma save, and she failed it.
Teddy, you automatically fail when you're doing death saves. So,
but he's underwater, isn't he? Can he hear it?
He went up to the edge to attack the things. I'm gonna say he's like near the beach.
But it doesn't do damage to him, so
no, it doesn't. But his next death save is gonna be at disadvantage.
Oh,
wait, but can I actually hear, being unconscious, can I actually hear these squeals?
That's the age-old question.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, you're like Harry Potter and you're hearing your dead mom screaming in your ear.
That's right.
As to me, all I'm hearing is tears saying, "You can get up and you can do this again. Way to go, champ."
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so my roll 20 is still reloading. I got something weird going on tonight. Got the red screen. Who's up next? The swarms are.
We should just blame it on Jason since he's here.
Oh, blame it on me. I see how you are.
Oh, Jason.
All right, so while this is reloading on my main screen, I'm going to roll here at home with my dice, if you're okay with that, for the swarms. I don't remember what the modifiers are, but I'm going to roll here. And
Brian,
first,
I think they're +3.
I'm going to go at conch first. So I rolled a 18.
A miss.
Okay, and then there's the other swarms are in the water that Beaver ran away from. I don't think 5, 10. Yeah, they can. They can reach Neo. So,
Nails in the air.
Oh, that's right. They can't reach Neo. Okay.
The spackle's on the ground.
15. Oh, shit. You shouldn't have said that. They're going after Teddy now. So the first one on Teddy, the large one, I rolled a 6. +3 would be a 9. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit Teddy. 5, 10, 15. And the other one can reach Teddy as well. So there's another one coming at Teddy. I rolled an 11 +3. That's 14. I'm assuming that probably misses Teddy as well.
Correct.
Okay, and then the other two are over by Spackle, who is grappled. So the first one, I rolled an 11. That's a 14 on Spackle.
That's a miss.
Okay, wow. And I roll again for the second one. I rolled a 5, so that's a miss as well. Wow, good job, Worms. Okay, so why is roll 20 being such a biatch?
Dude, it's been like that for me for months. I can't figure out why.
I haven't had this problem in months. I'm going to reload one more time. Okay, who's up after the larva? Beaver.
All right. So Beaver would move across to next to Conch, probably. He doesn't have the ability to heal Teddy. Beaver's going to second wind as a bonus action, which he probably should have done a long time ago, but I'm an idiot. So he gets a 1d10 plus roll 1d10 plus 4. It's going to take 7 temporary hit points, or 7 hit points. And then Beaver's going to attack this the swarm thing alone.
Okay.
Beaver gets Giant's Might and Warhammer for 11 damage potentially.
I'm pretty sure 16 hits those guys. So just remember, I got to take 10 points of bludgeoning. And what's the other one?
That's for him being large size.
Okay. So 17 points.
Yep.
Remind me of that once my roll 20 decides to cooperate.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure that one hasn't taken much damage, so he's probably still alive. Okay. Anything else out of Beaver?
Nope, that's Beaver's turn.
Okay. Then who's up after Beaver? Granny.
He's once again going to hold her ice knife spell for if this worm makes an appearance.
Okay. And then that's Granny's turn. I think you were only grappled to the end of your next turn, right?
Yes, I think you're all right.
Okay. So remind me of that when my
grapple
20 comes back.
Until the end of target's next turn. Yep.
Okay.
I see it.
All right, and then next up should be, I think,
I'm actually saving that. I'm actually going to cast Mind Spike, not Ice Knife, just so that you know.
Okay. All right. Okay, next up is Neo.
Yeah. So Neo is going to fly over a little bit closer to Granny and Spackle, and Neo is going to Nail's also going to hold her. Nail's going to stay where she was, and Nail's going to hold her action in the air to shoot in this general area where if the worm surfaces. She's holding her action.
Okay.
Spackle's going to one more time hit the worms that are near him. The ones that he hit before. And sorry, he rolled a 22 attack for 5 damage.
Okay, that would hit.
And I think that one. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that one's. But I don't know how much it had before. You said it was almost done, but not quite.
Yeah, I think that one takes it down, but my freaking main screen is still giving me the red screen of death. My dummy DM screen's running fine on my other screen over here. I have no idea what's going on.
That's weird, dude.
Other than pissing me off. All right, so who's up next then? Teddy? Oh, death saving throw with disadvantage.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh, gotta roll another. Doesn't roll with the toggle. Fuck.
Okay, so it's 1 success and 1 failure if I'm keeping track.
You're right.
Okay. And that's it for Teddy's turn. Now Conch is up next.
With this ring of cure wounds, is it touch based? Like the cure wound spell?
I would think so, yeah.
Fuck me. You know what? He's gonna spider climb down these rocks, take the attack of opportunity, prepare a shield if he needs it, and then he's going to deliver a touch cure wounds to Teddy.
Okay, so you get an attack of opportunity for that swarm. I rolled an 11. That's a 14, which probably misses.
Miss. Okay, thank God.
And just the screen doesn't show up, but there's 2 other swarms right next to Teddy that were attacking him.
Oh, that's right. The screen doesn't show up. I'm on the wall above Teddy. Like, I don't know that I'd be within their range.
You're doing the what is it? The man where God's touching man's finger. You're like reaching out to me from the wall.
That's kind of it. Like my feet are planted on the wall. And I'm like, ah, right on your face.
Oh, because Conch has the slippers?
Yeah, Conch has the slippers of spider climb.
Okay, that's fine. I'll roll there on the other side of Teddy, so if you back away, you won't get an opportunity attack.
All right. I heal Teddy for 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to slipper climb my ass right back to where I was.
Okay. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to pause the recording to see if I can figure out what the hell is going on with my other screen.
Yeah,
So 1 second.
No problem, dude. All right, when you start, I'll say.
All right, we're back. All right, so Conch, you were going to do your sphere at that swarm of worms right next to you, right?
Yes, after healing my friend Teddy, I decided to use my flaming sphere to attack the creature for 6 damage of fire.
Okay, that's a deck save for them, as I recall. Oh, shit, got to pull the character sheets back up. Hold, please.
I'm checking out this water thing.
Oh, yeah, and also got to retcon what damage happened while I was incapacitated here, or while roll 20 was incapacitated. So scroll up if you would, guys, and remind me what I missed, what I need to go back and update. There were several things of damage, I think, as I recall.
I'm sorry, say it again, Brian. What?
So while my roll 20 was effing up, there were several things that happened. Oh yeah, these guys moved up to Teddy. And there were several attacks. I think some of them hit. I just need to update their tokens and everything.
Ren, the Force and Power Ren did 5 damage on the most wounded one down by Spackle.
Okay, and that would have killed it. So that one's down.
Nice.
Okay, what else?
I think that's it.
Well, what did somebody hit? Conch, you hit something with the Warhammer for 11. You hit the worms that were right beside you for 11.
Yeah, I did do that. Did that kill that, Brian?
This one up here took 11 more. Not yet, but it's looking pretty bad. It's less than half.
Oh, shit.
Okay, anything else
No.
we missed? Okay, I'll assume that's a no.
No, I don't think so.
So I need to make a deck save for your last sphere thing. For my swarm. Okay, 14. Does that save against your sphere? Probably not.
14 would be at the end of its turn, not at the beginning, but it would that would be a glancing blow, I believe.
Okay, so half of that 6, so take 3 points.
Yep.
All right, so it's still got some of it left. Not quite completely depleted, but there's still some of them left. Okay, is that it for Conch's turn?
That's it for Conch.
Okay, lair action.
Okay, can you hold on for 1 sec, Brian? I have a question.
Yes.
So I posted a cut and paste from the Mind Spike spell. It failed its save on the Mind Spike that I did 3 or 4 turns ago.
Ah,
So I know where it is if it's on the same plane as we are.
okay.
I want to know where it is.
Okay, so how can I? If you're gonna like shout where it is, if I tell you,
Yep.
or all right.
Yep, I
So
am.
you sense it underneath the ground right here.
Okay, and so I'm gonna shout, Conk and Teddy, it's between you.
Okay.
Oh,
And now I got my
Teddy's
lair
like,
action.
oh fudge.
Thousand
this
tiny
isn't
shoot. Oh, I
good.
forgot about that last round. I think somebody was frightened or had their disadvantage. Oh, that was just Teddy, wasn't it? No one else
No,
that affected them.
Granny failed it as well.
Okay. All right, so let's do it again. More charisma saves.
Oh man. Okay.
Granny is no longer grappled, correct? Need to
Here's
update
Conch.
Granny made
Here's
her save. That's nice.
here's Beaver.
Oh fuck. Well, you know.
I like that 0 roll. That was a sweet roll.
Oh, they both made their save.
Oh, you got lucky that
Awesome.
time, Neil.
that. All right, so who failed?
Everyone except
Teddy.
Rob.
Spackle got a 0.
Everybody except for Neo failed.
And Granny.
No, Neil and Granny.
Granny passed, Nail passed.
All right, so all you guys have disadvantage. I'm gonna put a little red dot on
On the next
your
roll.
token, and that's on Teddy, but he's alive now.
Yes. Just
Did you
prone
ever roll a
right
death
now.
save? Oh, you rolled 2 of them, didn't you? You never rolled below a 5, did you?
He's passed
Nope.
one, he's failed one. Nope.
Nope, 9.
Okay. You said Spackle failed as well?
Yep.
Okay. And Spackle's no longer grappled, but
Why would I roll below a 5? No one does that.
Little history check. Did Rob say between Conch and Teddy or between Beaver and Teddy?
Conk and
Punch
Teddy.
and Teddy.
Got it.
or I'm pinging.
No, she very specifically said Conk.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's it for the lair action. Now the swarms. 8th first, same as the first. These two are going to be attacking Teddy again. First, the big guy. 16.
Nope.
And then the little one. And they
Nope.
can't hit shit. The one next to Conch
Now,
has to do a save versus
don't-
that flame thing, right?
Brian, I don't know if they get advantage because I'm technically prone.
Brian, say it again. At the end of his turn, he would take 2d6.
No save?
DC 14. Dex.
Okay. And Teddy, you are correct. They would be at advantage, so I'll roll it twice again. This is the big guy. And then the little guy. So if 17s hit you, you can take that.
Nope.
Okay, and Conch, you roll 2d6 fire damage for this little dude. Roll a 9. And the last of them kind of sizzle and drop dead to the ground.
Sweet.
Okay, I still have one left over here by Spackle.
Miss.
And can't hit the broadside of a freaking dead carcass. And that's all of them. Beaver.
Beaver. Hearing Nao, going to move here, maybe? Look on the edge.
Okay.
And try to whack in this area. Those are brownie cookies, so it kind of is the same.
You're going to whack in that area, or you're going to hold your action? What are you doing?
Wait, so I thought that she shouted that it's in this area between the two.
In the earth.
Oh,
It's not invisible.
whack off in the area. All right, yeah, they got a good point.
That's not funny.
Holding his action for whacking off in this area.
Okay. Okay, Granny.
Granny's holding her mind spike. Her ice knife.
Okay. And now the worm is up. So let's get away from all the tension. And right now, I think Conch is this one that's pissed us off. Conch, give me a perception roll. Not at disadvantage because you're expecting this.
Well, isn't this my very next ability check that suffers from disadvantage?
That would be. Okay, so it gets this attack with advantage against you as it erupts from the earth.
Oh.
And then
Can
everyone
I do my attack first, Brian? It would be Beaver that would get to do his first.
Okay. But
He
first,
held
Sorry,
it
Brian.
forward.
What are we rolling?
or first, it's going to roll with advantage on Conch. Oh!
I'd like to find some way to impose disadvantage on it.
Yeah, so I'm going to use this card, my inspiration card, so it's going to impose disadvantage on the worm.
Which would make
In
it a
which case
regular
it would
roll, which would be the 20.
Which misses.
You got so lucky. Good job on the cards, guys. Was that even a good card, or was it you wasted?
I mean
That was an alright card, but it wasn't good for my characters.
But I think that attack would have actually killed him outright, like splat, no return.
Oh, really? 30, 40,
Pretty darn close, dude.
53?
It's like 50 something damage, and I have maybe not. I got 11 hit points left. Yeah, no, it would have done. That would have splatted. That would have killed me instantly.
Oh man.
11. I'm at 11 out of 30. So if we hadn't found a solution to that,
Okay.
that would have killed.
So
me
I
instantly.
get to make an attack, albeit at disadvantage, I guess, because I'm prone.
Yep.
Against this thing.
Yep.
Because of Sentinel, it attacked my buddy Conch there.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, battle axe.
So we'll let the
Boom.
reaction absolve. Hey, that was pretty good, Kev. That's your best one yet.
Yeah.
19, I'm pretty sure hits it. It does.
Well, I hope so.
That's not a magical axe, so it takes a little bit of damage. It's still standing there, trying to bite Conch. Who else had one ready?
Beaver had one ready, and I think
Granny and now did, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Beaver's going to take a Warhammer hit, Giant's Might. Schmega. Oh. I don't even think we need to roll disadvantage on that one, even though it should have been disadvantage.
Yep, no need to roll again. And we'll roll no one else is within range of your hitting it. Conch is kind of close, but no, not close enough.
All right, can we take off the red dot of doom?
Yep.
Yes.
The red dot of doom. Okay.
Okay, so Nao held her arrow, so there's her arrow attack.
We are the shittiest fucking PCs alive, dude.
And Granny held her ice knife. And
there we go.
Granny is, however, upcasting that. So she did Just the one the 1d10 on that one, but she's going to upcast it. How many mana points does she have? She has a level 3 spell slot that she can use.
No, there's no level 3 spell
so
slot,
she's got
dude.
a level 2 spell slot that she can use. Sorry. So she's going to upcast it by 1 level. So that's going to be another 1d6 damage. Fucking fuck. So 7, 8, 10 total, but it is thunder damage because I'm using another meta magic point, sorcery point, and so it's thunder. Thunder!
Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10 times 2 is 20. That was from Granny or from Neo?
That was for Granny.
Okay, good old Granny. Granny Vito. Go ahead and describe how Granny just
That's
took
why
out
we.
the giant
That's
worm.
why we
God.
friggin'. That's why we friggin' brought Granny with you.
What the shit, dude?
The 60-year-old lady took that thing out. So Granny yells, you stop hurting my friends, my little friends. I'm making cookies. I've got some in the oven and they can't eat them if they're dead. I have a zucchini loaf that I'm going to make for them tomorrow. So you just go.
Granny sounds kind of evil, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't eat her shit.
Granny is not a nice old lady when she doesn't want to be a lady.
All right, so one last thing. As it dies,
Does it explode?
it doesn't
They all
explode, but as it kind of deflates and lays halfway in the water, halfway on the land, you guys can just see thousands and thousands of these tiny little larvae just kind of escaping out of its mouth, out through all its cuts and the guts in its body, and they're all escaping into the water and kind of running away.
Oh god, we got to do something about this. This isn't good.
But what can we do at our level?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
Boil and
I don't have
fire?
anything that's AOE big enough. I don't have any.
Chase a flaming spear after him. I don't.
Granny
I can
doesn't
throw
have
a
anything that
javelin
she
at
can
them.
do. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So
Well, what can
they
I do with
all
my
start kind of disappearing back into the water underneath the surface.
last mana point? I don't have. I don't have anything.
Nothing.
I don't got anything I can do.
Yeah, the only thing I could do is nothing. Well, can I get an attack of opportunity against them?
You're prone still, so yeah, you can have disadvantage.
Okay. Sure. How many do I have to make?
What do you have to make?
70-100.
One attack.
70, 100? Yeah, I want to attack everyone that crawls within my range. I want to split it.
One reaction.
Man, you can't even hit the larva.
The larva swoosh around your
So
axe.
here's what I want to do. I don't want to go around and do 10 rounds of you guys chasing these little things in the water. So let's do this. Have everybody roll me a d6.
No.
If anyone rolls a 1, I'll roll 1 round of attacks on you, and the rest of them will eventually get killed.
Do you want each character to do its d6 or each
Yes.
player?
Each character.
Okay, so there's Naos. Right on. There's Granny's. And there's the ferret.
All right, so whoever rolled the 1 will get 1 attack from them before they...
No, Nail's in the air. Good luck with that.
Oh, okay. A good point. So Nail doesn't get it. So no one gets attacked. You guys can finish off whatever's left of these little worms. I'll put it this way. You have no idea if you got all of them or not, because some of them can burrow into the earth. But everything that you can see or fight or whatever wade out in here, they've either ran away or you've killed them.
Okay.
It should be safe for a year.
Does this have any magic? Does this have any magic items from the last thing that it consumed inside its belly?
Well, let me see if I pulled something out of my ass for that one. because I wasn't planning on running this one tonight.
Because Teddy desperately needs a magic weapon.
You do need to get Teddy a magic weapon. You know what? For that matter, Conk wouldn't mind a magic short sword +1.
All right, I don't have anything in here, but give me a second to pull something out of my ass. Go here. And I pull up this table.
And thanks, Kevin, for letting me know how Mind Spike actually works.
Yeah, no problem.
How does it work?
I do not play casters. Well, the Mind Spike spell, if I hit him, and then he has to roll a Wisdom save, and if he fails the save, he takes extra damage. But he also can't hide from me. I know where that target is.
Oh,
We're on the
nice.
same plane of existence. But I didn't read that low in the spell, so Kev, who plays casters way more often than I do, pointed that out to me, which was good.
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
one of my favorite spells. I just didn't pick it up at the right time. For that reason, like it's always nice to track those invisible creatures too.
Well, and I took, because she's got that transmute spell ability, I basically just decided to take mostly ice because they're a little bit higher damage at the level that she's at, and then
Yeah.
I can change it over to whatever damage type I want.
Well,
And she's the only one that didn't take any damage.
okay, so I got the table up finally. So what I did last time, like I had each one of you guys roll for the rarity on the table. All right, so you guys decide. You can either roll with advantage to see what table you get on, or you can roll with advantage on whatever table you roll for the first time. So rephrase that, Brian. That sounds so screwed up. You can roll twice now to choose the table you roll off of, or you roll once now and you roll twice on the item table to choose what you get. So
I'll
Nail,
let you guys decide.
what do you want to do?
Are you letting us each do it?
Each one of you guys.
I'm gonna roll so two of us get to roll, or do all three of us get to roll?
Every character gets a roll.
Oh, okay. Well, Neo is going to choose to roll with advantage on the first roll because
Okay.
I know that the next tier I need to get above 90%, and I've got a better chance of getting above 90% with two rolls than I do.
Okay.
So Neo is rolling that. Yes.
Hey, got a
Whoa.
93. All right, so you'll get one on the rare table. Let's resolve this before we move on to the next one. Okay, so on my rare table, I have a total of 120. So roll me a D120.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fuck.
And this doesn't mean a bad thing. I think this is, no, it wasn't in alphabetical order. I think it was in order of type. Well, let me read this before I put it in chat.
You got a 2? You got a 2 on the table?
I got a 2 on the good table though, and he says that it's not necessarily in alphabetical order. So
yeah, let me.
He's got to check to see if it's too good.
Let's see if this is in the compendium. Oh, no, that's fine. It's a armor of resistance, and you roll to see what kind of resistance you get.
Okay. Do you want me to roll what
Yep,
the
that's
resistance
fine.
is for it so that we know?
Yep, that's
D,
fine.
how many D? D what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10?
Yep.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Resistance
8,
to
9,
all.
10. Resistance to thunder damage. It doesn't tell me what kind of armor it is as well. So I'll let you. How do I do
Will you
this?
let us decide if this is the one of the ones that we want?
Yeah, first decide who wants it, and then I'll roll a D100. If you roll a 50 or higher, it can be the armor you want. Otherwise, I'll roll randomly, see what it is. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to resolve that now? You want to continue rolling the other
let's
things?
resolve it. Let's resolve it later and see what the other thing.
Okay. All right. So, Conch. Oh, sorry. Neo, I'll stick with you. Do one for Granny. Which way do you want to do?
Okay.
The double roll
So
first?
Granny's going to do the same thing. Double roll first.
Okay. Nope,
Oh,
not
so
quite
close.
enough. So this is just going to be an uncommon item. So here we want a D100. $64. And obviously I'm bypassing all the identify. I figured you can do this either with yourselves or once you get back to town.
Neo has identify as a ritual.
Yep. So this is a figurine of wondrous power, and it does specify it's a silver raven.
Neo has that.
Really? The exact same one?
Neo has that.
All right. Well, that's for Granny though. Granny doesn't have one.
No, but the party does have. Okay.
Okay, next.
Maybe you can trade yours in plus that one for a rare.
Okay, Conch. How do you want to do it?
You know what? Conch will stick to Neo's tactic. Oh, nope.
Okay, D100.
Hold on. The kid is.
$20.
Conch with the 20.
A ring of water walking.
Oh, that seems good for a sea elf.
I thought so.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. It's a good one. Doesn't require attunement. Ring of water walking. Okay. In fact, I'd say it's really good for a paladin wearing adamantine armor.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was Conch, so now I do one for Beaver. You can do the same thing?
Beaver, yeah, we'll do the same thing. So we'll go 2D100. Man. All right. And then
A D100?
a D100. Oh, F you, stupid ass roll.
98 might be good on that table, though.
Yep, you get 2 uncommon items. So roll that 2 more times.
Was that Conch that did that? That's doing this roll?
No,
That's Beaver.
Beaver.
18 and 83.
Okay, 83 I'm closest to. A periapt. How do you say that? Periapt of health.
That's good.
And 18 was another ring. A ring of swimming. That's good for someone with Mariner armor too, right?
Damn right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Those two make sense because you're in a flooded cavern, so that makes perfect sense why those would be down here, right?
Well, you could wear the ring of water walking and the ring of swimming and walk upside down in the water. Or would that be a ring of air walking? I don't know.
All right. Last but not least, let's go for Teddy here. You want to do the same
Okay,
as them?
Teddy, roll it.
So the option is 2D100s.
To improve your chances of getting a
so
more
you
rare
get a-
item.
If you get a 90, what is this chance? 90 or above?
90 or above.
You got a
If
91 or higher.
above, we get on the rare table. Anything below 91, it's the uncommon table. That's why I chose to do 2 rolls on that table to give me a better chance.
Okay. I guess I'll do the same thing. Here's hoping. Ooh.
91. There you
No,
go.
no, no.
Oh!
It's a 29 and a 62.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 29, 62.
You don't add them.
I did. You should let me keep going. I appreciate your honesty.
You would have figured it out.
Yeah. All right. Now roll me a D. Was it 120 on uncommon? Or is it 100? I forget.
D100.
100 on the uncommon. D100. 35. 35 is a trident of fish command. Wow, these are all like water themed. I like this.
No shit, man. The blade singing wizards feeling kind of special. Sea elfness.
Okay, so I've put everything in the party loot, in the loot bag. It's in the journal second from the top.
But we don't
So
get all these things, right?
All the items that we rolled are there.
But we only get one of them. Isn't that right?
What'd I do last time for you guys? I gave you the rings, didn't I?
Last time you gave us the rings, and then you let us have 2 of the 4 other items. No, that's not true. You let us each roll on the table and choose which of the 2 we wanted for. So we chose the elemental gem, the sentinel shield, the staff of the adder, and the rope.
Yeah, each of you guys got one item, right?
Yeah,
last time.
Right.
All right. So I'll do that here, and this will probably be the last time I do this, unless you got new characters. So yeah, you get all these items. Just decide who gets who gets what.
You guys want to randomly roll on that armor instance to see what it is, and then it'll make the decision easier as to who it goes to, as opposed to somebody choosing it and then finding out its plate.
Well, it's leather armor, isn't it? I thought or it can be any.
He didn't say that yet. He said
Make it. If someone wants magical armor, my guys are. I mean, Conch doesn't even wear armor, and Beaver has Mariner's plate, and Kev has adamantium plate.
The only one that can wear. The only one really that can wear Neo.
Yeah, I agree. So I think
Neo doesn't have a magic armor, and she's the only one that wears armor.
Okay.
And I don't think that there's anything else there that would do her any more good than it would do anybody else. Trident of Fish Command would be pretty awesome on Granny, but she can't wield it.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, the stupid thing is I don't even think Conch can wield it, even though it's a magical weapon. So I think that would be a good magical weapon for Teddy.
Neo can use it.
A trident?
Yeah. And she would add her intellect to it for damage because it's a magic item.
If that works, he doesn't have any ability to hit magical creatures, so that's the only.
Periapt of Health only does immune to contracting diseases while wearing the pen.
Well, I already have that, I think, as a paladin.
Maybe not at this level, but you'll eventually get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really need it.
All right, so the question I got, what are we doing for the armor? We're going to roll to see what kind it is, or does nobody want it?
Well, I think there's only one person that can even really.
Neo's taking it, Brian.
Okay. So what kind of armor do you want it to be?
Neo wears to keep her armor class where it is.
Half plate?
It is half plate, I think, but yeah, it's half plate.
Okay. So roll me a D100. If you get a 51 or higher, that's what it is. Otherwise, we'll roll to see what kind it is. There you go.
Yep.
Half plate.
Okay.
What I say? Armor. I forgot what you rolled. Armor of
thunder resistance.
Okay. All right. Now just keep in mind, it didn't happen last time, but as you know, I always roll 5% chance that anything is cursed, and I'll do that after the session.
You and I both know that it's more than a 5%. It's just what you just advertise it at 5.
No, that was from the Icewind Dale module.
Brian's
I don't roll for that shit.
This 0 misplaced. It's 50%.
All right, you guys say you just want to leave all the stuff here then? I'm okay with that.
No, I'll tell you what,
it's
Beaver's
fine.
a hoarder. He's going to put it in the pack and fucking sell this shit if no one wants it.
All right.
So armor. So Nail's got the armor. So does anybody want the Ring of Water Walking? Does anybody want the Ring of Swimming?
I'll take water walking.
Does anybody want the Trident? Okay, so the Water Walking is yours, Teddy.
I mean,
nothing for Beaver or Conch this go.
You don't you don't want to take anything here.
I don't think so.
You just want to sell it all.
With a periapt of health, I don't know. I mean,
it's just disease.
Yeah, I'm
it helps
out.
you against disease.
I'm good with nothing.
Yeah, I don't really. The Trident doesn't really do it for me.
What weapon do you normally use, Teddy?
I'm using a great axe. No, the great axe.
Battle
Whatever
axe.
the axe that you can use one-handed. Battle axe, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and the trident does 1d6 or 1d8 depending on if it's one-handed.
I mean, that would give me magic damage.
Well, so I'm looking to see if a strength with +1 on a feat and +2 ASI, right? So I just want to see if I don't think that. Well, first and foremost, what the fuck? Oh, I did ASI. Okay, so Beaver could use the trident, which would work with his Mariner's Plate and be kind of a cool theme if you wanted a Warhammer +1.
With the
Or you
Warhammer,
use the trident, and I'm good with that too.
with the Warhammer, can I use that one-handed, or is it exclusively two?
No, it's one-handed or two-handed. It's versatile.
Yeah, I'm happy to do a Warhammer +1. Yeah, up to you guys.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I was just thinking, that it's kind of a cool thing to go with the Mariner's Plate that he has.
Yeah, take it
Um,
then.
Well, the Warhammer is better. So the Trident's D6 damage, no pluses, right? The Warhammer is a 1d8 +1 with one-handed attack.
Yeah, that's like the battle axe. 1d8.
But are you going to be playing like in this campaign, you think? Pretty
Um,
regularly?
Depends. It depends. I kind of have to see what some things that are going on, but
Yeah, I'm good with that. Brian, if you're good with that, I'll give him the Warhammer and I'll take the Trident.
That's completely up to you guys. And Kev, this is just a fill-in from when we don't have our normal Icewind Dale. It's always going to be the same time as Icewind Dale. It's just when we don't have enough to do Icewind Dale or whatever reason. So this is not like a regular
Or Brian needs to
campaign.
plan for the next Icewind Dale night. Then we
Yeah.
do this. We do this for 1 week while he sorts out the other stuff.
yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so the Trident Fish Command is going to go to Conk
No, to Beaver.
Beaver.
And
Okay.
Beaver will give his Warhammer +1 to Teddy.
Okay. I think from a flavor perspective, it might be kind of cool for. Yeah, it might be kind of cool for Granny to have the silver raven, and then her and Neo have a matching raven.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're friends and all.
Yeah,
and that can act like Granny's familiar.
Okay, so we have resolution.
I think so.
Yep.
So nothing for Conk.
No, nothing for Conk.
Okay.
I feel like Conk has gotten stuff like, I mean, he got the spiders or spider climbing thing, and then he got the Ring of Cure Wounds, so he's good.
All right. Okay, so I've added the what we got and where it went in the purple womb loot section of the loot bag. So when we get back to town, we can try to sell those two things that didn't get placed.
Okay, well, we can resolve that real quick since I got the table up. So everything you're selling is uncommon, right? I didn't mark that on there. What was rare?
Everything we're selling is uncommon. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just your armor that was the only thing that was
the
rare.
Armor was yeah.
Okay.
And the Periap of Health was the only thing.
That was uncommon as well.
All right, so uncommon stuff, item number 1, which is what you're selling? The Periap?
Item number 1 is the Periapt of Health.
Okay, uncommon. You can find someone that will buy it for 250 gold pieces.
Okay, 50 gold each.
Okay, and next is the Ring of Swimming. You selling that?
Why are we selling the Ring of Swimming?
Did somebody want it?
Beaver can swim, Conk can swim, but one of you guys might want it.
Depends on if it takes
It does not take attunement. It's a fantastic item that does not take attunement.
Well, Neo's flying, so she's never going to need it, but it might be cool for Granny.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so ring of swimming goes to Granny. Is that everything then? Everything else you guys are keeping,
That's it.
right?
Yep. That's everything.
Okay, so that worked out well.
And then when we get back to town, we get 1,000 gold combined for. We get 1,000 gold combined for finishing the quest, right?
All right, what did you guys bring back as proof? I guess I'd never asked that question.
Well, I was going to ask you whether or not one of us could carve up the worm to see if there were any good bits in it to bring back to sell.
Good bits of
acid,
the worm?
like acid, like the giant worm, like acid glands or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll say, are any of you guys like proficient with poison or alchemy?
Well, for the
it just
record,
depends.
for the record, Nao is proficient in everything.
Okay.
But yes, she is specifically proficient with alchemist supplies.
Okay, so let's do this first. Is anybody in the group proficient at survival or medicine? Yeah, those are the two I'll allow. To see how well you are carving stuff up, basically.
Neither of my guys are.
Anybody in the group?
Shoot, holy crap! Neither of my two are.
Nope.
Okay.
Because they're wisdom based, and we don't have any wisdom based characters.
Okay, so someone can make me a roll, and it cannot be advantaged no matter how you guys try to help each other.
All right.
Hold on, let me make up a DC before you roll it. So you're trying to extract some kind of like acid or something like that. Or you can put in like in vials, bring back in cells. What I'm hearing, based on its spewing of shit. So DC of 14, I'll say.
Can Teddy give guidance to somebody?
Guidance I'll allow, just not advantage.
Okay.
Anyway.
And who has better than a +0 on nature?
Conch with the 1.
Teddy, what's your wisdom?
1.
Oh, I've got 0 for nature. All right,
1.
so one of you guys. So Rand, roll it, Rand.
Medicine or
and
survival?
then roll a d4.
I said medicine or survival was the two skills I asked about.
Okay. Doesn't matter what you get on guidance.
Nope. Conch gets in there and just butchers everything up, and everything you're able to get in a vial is contaminated with water or something else, and it's can't get anything out of it.
It was a good try. It was a valiant effort.
It's got sea elf semen mixed in it. You're like, what the fuck?
Okay, so but we're gonna bring back maybe an eye or something. An eye? I think we should bring back an eye of this giant worm, and maybe a tooth, a tusk, a couple of teeth or something as proof that we did it.
Okay. Now I'll say between that and maybe even showing a couple of the miners at the top, what you guys did and stuff, and they'll actually help you extract what's left of it to bring it at least out of the mine. But yeah, you can bring enough proof or enough word from other people that you guys will get your reward of 1,000 gold pieces, split 5 ways, so 200 each.
That's another 250. It's another 200 each. So plus the 50 that we got for selling the item gives us each 250 gold coming out of this.
Awesome. Herbal's just glad that you guys were successful and nobody died, and he gets his cut. So,
Brian, did you resolve membership dues or no?
Let me work on that between sessions. But since we have different people every single time, and maybe something like when everybody reaches a certain level, that's when I'll have you do it. I'm not too worried about it right now. It's not going to be anything great. It's probably like 10 or 20 gold pieces, a month or something like that per member. Based on what you guys are hauling in, I don't think that's a lot.
Perfect. And I think that Brian, when the last one of these that we did, you set us all at a blanket 5,655 experience, which means that if this adventure was worth more than 745 experience, we will level to 5.
Now, one second. Let me just look real quick at the big bad, about how many experience points he was. 5,900. So yeah, you guys are definitely gonna get over 1,000 each, just for the big bad. It'll include the little CR swarms of stuff. So yeah, everybody in this monster series can level up to 5. before next time I
Are
run
you
this.
good with that? As far as next session, you'll be able to gear it up?
I have not set up anything for a level 5 party yet.
Oh,
But
okay. So this is a great time to level up then.
yep, good transition time.
Okay.
Okay, so between now and next session, if you guys want, you can level your character up to 5. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Rand's already opened the character menu. For the
No,
record.
you know what? For
So-
once, I actually have shut down Roll20, and I'm not even.
Oh,
So-
Rand, that's crazy.
I will say though, since everyone's now level 5, that's for existing characters. If you guys want to create a new one, it's going to be one level back from here moving forward.
That's fair.
Okay. All right. So
wow.
feedback on the session. How was it, guys?
It was dangerous, but I think it was
It
fun.
was dangerous.
Yeah. So that was a CR 10. So 540s. That's 20. Half of that is 10. So that's right on the borderline of deadly. I added little
Wow,
swarms
so
in there.
5-4s with versus CR10. Yeah.
So that should have been right on the doorstep, and I've been finding that doorstep to be pretty close, especially when you guys have magic items. As you guys start getting more, I'm wondering if that needs to start getting bumped up a little bit more. But I mean, a couple of you guys almost went down, but I still felt, to me, it felt like it was still pretty good. It was not overwhelmingly difficult for you guys.
I think that if it had focused more attacks, it felt like it was running away too often, but then again, it never missed an attack by running away, right?
Mhm.
So
only got
run away
one
so that we
attack per
could
round.
attack it, and then it would come back and try to attack us.
Right.
right.
You guys were surrounding
so
it, and it didn't want to just stand there and get pummeled, so it was going to try to get away and then attack again when it could.
I think that worked out pretty good. I think that it was a very well balanced encounter, because I mean my character dropped down twice. I had another character at 30% of its health, almost died outright, except for an inspiration card being played.
Well, I
And
had a
then
pretty
we
good
had,
feeling that whoever got attacked first was going to be the most in danger. That's exactly what happened. It was just
Well, you
waiting.
critted it, dude.
Do what?
You critted it.
Oh, is that a crit one as well? I can't remember if that
You
was a crit or
crit the
not.
first hit. You crit the
Yeah,
first
but
hit.
luckily that character that you hit with a crit was
Can't
immune
be
to
crit.
crits.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Yep. So I just knew the
Yeah,
first
he
one
would
was
have
going to
gone.
be
Whoever
the big.
if someone else would have been first, they would have gone down. Even if it was Beaver, Beaver would have been dead or on the ground.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. This thing had like a +10 to its attack, but only had one attack. So +10 for
Plus 10 is huge, dude.
48 +6 piercing damage plus 2d6 bludgeoning damage on a hit.
Oh, Granny's got fireball now. Everybody.
Oh shit! And I kept forgetting about the agonizing aura. That should have been more than just that one round. Damn it!
Oh God, I don't want to.
Well, and another thing that I forgot was one of her Clock Soul features, which is she can. It's called Restore Balance, and it's your connection to the plane of absolute order allows you to equalize chaotic moments. When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage or disadvantage.
Oh wow, that's nice. How many times can you do that?
I can use
bonus.
it as many times as my proficiency bonus.
Nice.
Kev, are you still
So-
here? Or are you AFK?
3 times now.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just leveling up my character.
So what do you think, Kev? So this one was harder than the other ones, but they all had kind of the same premise. Brian drops us in pretty much like the dungeon boss room, right? As if we went through the whole thing at full health and full hit points and fully rested, and drops us off right in the dungeon boss room.
Yeah, it's
And then we
kind of
fight.
nice.
And then we fight, and then they all bring in minions every single friggin' round. These minions seemed a lot easier than some of the others from the previous
minions.
nights, though.
Yeah, previous minions.
Those Hydra minions were nasty
Yep.
in the swamp.
Well, I changed up the layer actions. I mean, I think before I had each one of you guys roll individually. I felt like that just took too long. So that's why I changed this time. I was going to screw it. Just going to roll it once, and it affects everybody. And I tried to make it more broad, where it wasn't like 6 things attacking. Trying
Well,
to
that's a
speed
good
up
way
the
to do
encounter
it.
a little bit.
That was a good way to do it, because especially with these ones, because when that thing shrieks, it should affect everybody. It shouldn't just affect the one person that rolled the shriek effect.
Right.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Can you roll like a spell book or something in the town? How does a wizard learn new spells, like for Don's character and my character?
You'd have to find a school and someone willing to do it for you, and then basically purchase it. Now,
Yeah, but we don't do off time stuff, so how can we do that?
well, like I said, I kind of hand waved and said this has been like 3 weeks in between adventures. I'm okay with that. We could do that as part of a downtime activity, but I'm just trying to figure out a way so that it doesn't become like, every 3 weeks you guys are going to all learn 10 new spells, because it doesn't seem realistic from a balancing standpoint. Otherwise, you just have every spell you could imagine in your spell book. I want to.
Well, so like for example, Conk has 650 gold, right?
Mhm.
So that's the equivalent of 4 first level or 4 third level spells and 1 first level spell, or like 3 second level spells and a first level spell. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like he would spend all of his money on copying spells into his spell book.
Well, didn't one of you guys do that with somebody in the last session? I don't want to give away.
Don might have done something
Don
like
got
that.
the scroll. Got that scroll.
Yeah, Don got something, but I haven't.
Yeah, because
I wasn't
Urbo had like
indicted
some
to
low-level
leave it
scrolls,
involved.
I think,
Yeah.
is what it was.
Yep, that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to remember if that was Urbo or if that was somebody else.
So one of the things that I like that Rob introduced in his campaign is he rolled up like a couple random spell books
20.
to have at the local library, right?
Mhm.
And then those were just the spell books that particular town had, right? So
And then
when
they randomly roll them.
yeah, then we would go through them. We'd kind of peruse the spell books in the downtime, see if there was any spells we wanted to copy. We'd take the time in the library to copy those spells. We'd pay the gold fee for that as a wizard,
Mhm.
and
And
then
there was a chance that the only spell book that they could find had level 1 spells in it, which was nothing. And there was a very small chance that they might find something with a level 7 spell.
Right.
yeah, it was just kind of a random spell book that like you'd find in a library, right? And so whenever we'd go out on adventures, we'd go out, we'd do our thing, but when we got back to town where everybody else kind of finished up the quest and leveled, the wizards could typically check the library, see if they had, maybe re-upped their books or gotten some new spell books or something.
Oh, I mean,
And
I get it, guys. Just gotta let me think on it, because that's basically saying I have a magic shop when you do that. So if I allow a wizard to get a spell when he comes back into town, why can't I allow the rogue to get a magic dagger, or the ranger to get a magic bow in a magic shop? So I just gotta think through it. I hear where you're coming from. I don't want to screw over the wizards from not getting a spell. I just gotta think on that. And I want to make sure I'm doing something fair. I'm not setting a bad precedence.
no, you're
Yeah,
fine.
because the system that I used, the vast majority of time that and I didn't let them do it very often, but the vast majority of the time that they rolled, they were going to find something that only had spells that they already knew.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of like what Urbo had. He had a few low-level
Exactly.
scrolls and stuff. So, and I imagine it's going to be pretty expensive for a wizard to sell you a scroll of a high-level spell.
Well,
So,
I mean, so it just depends. So if like the town has a library where there might be a spell book that's available to copy spells, then the cost is only 50 gold per level, right? But yeah, if we have to go to a merchant to procure a specific scroll, or ask a merchant to go scour the land for a particular spell, then I would expect that price to double or triple depending on the circumstance.
right. Okay. I don't have an answer for you, but let me noodle on it. Between now and next session, I'll try to give you an answer. I may look into Acquisitions Incorporated book as well, see if there's something in there about downtime activity or something like that between
Spells.
sessions as well, where the guild can possibly help you out.
Good idea. Okay. All right,
Okay.
cool. Thanks, Brian.
All right. Any other questions,
All right.
comments, complaints about tonight?
Yeah, so my comments are, if I now cast Fireball, if I had cast Fireball on that worm at 8d6 damage, and then converted the 27 damage that I rolled into thunder damage, it would have doubled to be almost 60 damage in a single cast.
Yep. That
Wow.
and I
I
didn't
like
adjust
sorcerers
it.
until somebody tries to hit them.
I contemplating upping his hit points, but I left it as it was. I guess out of the original manual, 172 hit points. That's what
That's
that
a
thing
lot of
had.
hit points.
That's a good amount. Well, considering that Teddy was hitting it for half damage,
Hmm.
he was the one guy that did the weapon.
Yeah, and the fire damage was halved. It also had immunity
right.
to acid and poison, but that never came up. It was immune to some
Oh.
other conditions. No one did acid or
At least-
poison, did they? And I missed it?
No.
Okay.
No, but I typically tend to do shit like acid and poison.
As soon as it had poisoned us, I realized that there was no point in doing damage. If it's poisoning us, then point damage ain't going to work.
This is this character sheet is annoying me right now.
Why? What's the matter?
It's well with Blessed Warrior, because I took it. It's forcing me to take Bless and Ceremony as spells, which contribute to my spell list. But the Blessed Warrior fighting style doesn't say that you have to take Bless and Ceremony.
Is that
So
like
I
the
don't know
domain
what-
spells?
I don't think so, because it's your fighting style is what gives you Blessed.
I thought you get Am I thinking mixing up cleric and paladin? Do paladins not have domain spells? That just clerics.
They have an oath, but it goes into your list that you can choose.
Ah. I don't know.
So
I had to look it up.
Yeah, I'm doing Oath of Conquest, so I should have Armor of Agus and Command, which I have access to, but I'm not choosing.